Did you ever watch Fraggle Rock when you were a kid?
I remember it, I remember it, but it wasn't anything that I remember like sitting there being, really entertained by.
Well, you had to have HBO first of all. Only the rich families had HBO.
That's not true.
Yeah, but I didn't. That I saw when it like came out.
My parents had one of those gold boxes that get you HBO and Cinemax and Prism, and you didn't pay for it.
I see the apple hasn't fallen too far from the tree. I see.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
That was the beginnings of the beginnings of Jetflix.
What does this magical golden box do? It gets me free entertainment.
And all the porn I can watch.
Dude.
Blackout Shout! Ow!
Welcome. You have now tuned in to the Blackout and Shout podcast with your host, Mike Kincaid.
Can I tell you that Baby Yoda just annoys the shit out of me?
That's because you haven't watched The Mandalorian.
Oh, look at Baby Yoda, so cute.
Letty Curry.
Some people do all sorts of crazy stuff, like dinosaur romance novels. Those are really a thing. Taken by the T-Rex. A billionaire dinosaur forced me. Ravaged by the raptors.
I wonder if there's audiobooks of them. And Jed Vargo.
He was always like well known for wearing the Nazi outfit on.
Captain Kangaroo?
Captain Kangaroo.
Didn't he have the...
No. And he did not dress up as a Nazi either.
So sit back. Mike, are you... Listen to me. Relax. Say, transform and roll out. And enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 136th episode of the Blackout and Shout podcast. What is going on out there? It's uncomfortable because nobody ever answers. Hello?
Or what?
No, that was on purpose.
Yeah, the app that kills the space in between shit is really going to kill the fucking uncomfortable comedy of that part right there.
Leave that in there. Extend that.
Extend it.
I gotta put cricket sounds in there. That's what I gotta do.
There you go. Oh shit.
That was pretty good, Jed.
I do a very good cricket impersonation. Whatever. It's an insect.
So Jed, what's going on, man?
This weekend's gonna be a madhouse because I gotta rip apart the kitchen and take every single appliance out of it, put it in the playroom, getting our kitchen redone on Monday. So redoing the cabinets.
But you're on demolition.
I got to take all the appliances out, and then they come in and they do the cabinet work, and then another company comes in a couple of days later and does the countertops, and then the week a week after the first one starts, that's when they come in, they rip the floor out and put a new floor in. So then once all that's done, then I got to put the shit back.
Right.
So, but awesome. Yeah, so be living on takeout for a week or so.
I just picture the oven sitting on the treadmill.
Nope, it's gonna be sitting right next to my desk. Actually, I got some tarps. I'm gonna just roll them right out of the kitchen right into the playroom.
There you go.
Well, not roll, but roll. I'm gonna use a fucking hand truck. So just hand truck them all the way over here. But yeah, that's gonna do that, and other than that, I'm preparing for everything else. It's just been a kind of a night with just getting all that shit ready, cleaning out counters and fucking cabinets, and I'm sure you guys have your junk drawers and all that stuff, and you start ripping stuff apart, and you're like, why the hell do I have that crap?
Right.
So, and then on top of it, just to be complicated, I went to IKEA last weekend, and I got Kallax shelves to the room so I could put redo all the toys and shit so they're more organized. So that was a project, just ripping all that apart, building those things, and then putting them in everything in boxes and getting that. Hey, do you guys want this toy? You still like this? They never saw it before. Oh yeah, we want it. No, you don't. It's going in the donation box. How about this one? You guys haven't played this and play with this in like 3 years. Yeah. Nah, that's going in the donation box too. There was like they had like shit that they didn't even open yet. They're like he had like 5 Hot Wheels that he never took out of the package. He was a mitten clamshell collector there.
It might have been worth money.
Yeah, no, Hot Wheels aren't really worth money. But neither are Matchboxes unless they're like 60 years old or something like that. I had found a Jeep Matchbox in my boxes at my parents' house that I never opened. It was still on card, you know?
Yeah.
And I looked it up and it was like from 90, 91, I think it was, or something like that.
Yeah.
It was worth nothing. It was worth like $2.
Oh yeah. I mean,
so,
it's from the 90s.
It's 30 years old though. You know, you think it'd be worth maybe $5?
Now, power. Star Wars Power of the Force figures are like 20 some years old and they ain't worth shit.
Yeah. Wait, wasn't Power of the Force before Episode 1? So wouldn't that be 90s as well?
It would be like, late 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they ain't worth shit.
I remember that because that pissed me off.
You can't give them away.
I thought they were coming out with a new movie because it said Power of the Force. I'm like, oh, the new movie's Power of the Force. Are you sure that was late 90s? Because I thought I was still talking about that in school with my friends still in like early 90s.
No, I was pretty sure it was late 90s. Because it was around the same time that the re-releases of the original trilogy came out.
Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, you're probably right. You mean on VHS?
No, in theaters.
Oh.
Remember he released the special edition in theaters?
Yeah, no, I remember that because Return of the Jedi was on my birthday. I thought that was I thought the Power of the Force came out like years before that, like many years before that.
Pretty sure it was late 90s.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're wrong. Maybe we're both wrong. Maybe we're both right.
I'm probably not wrong.
So do you want me to just go right into my haul then, Mike? Talking about IKEA and everything. So I got like 3 Kallax, and then I got a bunch of Drona boxes, and I picked up 3 more Detolfs as well. I went looking for a different shelf for my room instead of a Detolf. I found like this, I don't know what the fuck it's called. I'm not even gonna try to fucking pronounce it, but it's like the size of a Detolf, maybe a little bit bigger, and it's metal and it has glass shelves, but there's no glass sides on it. And it was like $50. And if anybody didn't already know, Detolfs are up to $80 now instead of $60.
Really?
Yeah, inflation. Everything's more expensive there at IKEA. Everything, like from the boxes to the Kallax, they raised the prices all the way around the store.
Everything's expensive everywhere.
Yeah. So I was gonna get one of those, but they were all sold out. I was like, man. I'm like, I actually kind of like those shelves. They were like, black metal and stuff. And then if I always wanted to put stuff on the side, I could do the whole magnet plexiglass metal thing like I've done before. But so I wound up getting 3 Detolfs. And then when I got home, I was unloading everything, and I was picking up the 1 Detolf box that. So I took the car down, and I thought, I fit it all in there. I couldn't fit everything in there. I was actually taking shit out of the boxes, the Kallaxes, and putting them in the trunk and throwing the cardboard boxes away so I could fit everything in the trunk and shit. So, but I had a Detolf, a pair of Detolfs, like the 1-2 boxes in the front seat, and when I got home, I pulled out, and all this fucking glass came out the bottom. I'm like, oh no. Here, I must have hit a fucking bump or something. And then I opened up the box, and the one whole side panel was just fucking shattered.
Oh, man.
So I have 2 Detolfs now.
Oh, Jed. Jed, I got a piece of glass for you, dude.
Oh, you do?
I do. I'm pretty sure I do.
Really?
You know what? I can't 110% guarantee it, but I'm pretty sure that I kept, because I went and picked up a couple from this one cat. Actually, it was just 1 Detolf, maybe 1, 2. I can't remember. I think it was just 1, but it ended up not being display worthy. But like, I didn't want to throw out the shelves and the glass because I was worried that something like that would happen. So I'm almost positive that I got an extra. It was one of the side pieces you said?
Yeah. One of the big long glass pieces.
I'm almost positive I got one down there, but I'll let you know after the show. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
You couldn't take it back?
You know, I could probably, but driving back down to West Conshohocken and back again for, you know, a detolf, I figured I'd just do what Mike just said, like keep the other ones for spares, and then in case I ever needed it. And I figured then eventually I might go down and get one of those other shelves anyway, and just kind of I don't know. It didn't seem like it was worth the 2.5 hour drive just to return it. So
he'll drive an hour to pick that.
Yeah, right.
Pick that piece of.
Well, yeah. And then that'll probably break on the way back too.
Yeah, can you imagine?
So I got that stuff, and I got DS Thundercracker yesterday.
Yes,
pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, got the dual wing fillers, they're called.
Yeah, you know what's funny about those? I don't think they need those at all because it's already so clean. But now that I know they exist, like I gotta have them.
I looked at the difference and I'm like, wow, yeah, they actually do look great with them, you know, versus not having them at all.
They definitely do. But I don't think it's like without them, it's like egregious. You know what I mean? Like I still think it cleans up pretty good.
Yeah, but it's like perfectly clean now. It's like there's nothing.
Right.
So, like I was mentioning before in the chat, it was really odd because I got them from Terry's, and they put the fillers in with the regular box, and the box came with Starscream on it instead of Thundercracker. So I guess they must have just used the DS boxes, or maybe they ran them all like that. I don't know. I didn't get Skywarp yet, so I can't say. But they put the wing fillers and stuff inside, and they cracked the clamshell from doing that. But on the outside of the box, in with the packaging, I got a sheet of Decepticon symbols. So I don't know if that was Terry's or if that was DS doing that or what. I don't know. But
it was inside the box was a couple of Decepticon symbols along with a note that said, "Now I'm not telling you what to do with these, but."
And I'll make sure I put them on the right way, which is upside down. The correct way, not the Mike Kincaid way.
You're talking crazy now.
Not the Crayola way.
You're outnumbered 2-1 on this very show.
I don't think so. I think Levy knows planes well enough to know that they're applied the correct way.
Fuck out of here, Jed.
See, mass hysteria. So I got those guys, and Skywarp's on the way, so he'll be here in a week.
Nice.
Yeah,
means that they're right around the corner.
They didn't waste no time releasing those, did they?
No, they did not. Now I want to see what happens next. God damn it! I want to see some Coneheads. What do you think, Jed? What do you think the next reveal is going to be? Coneheads, or do you think they're going to acid storm and sunstorm and shitstorm this thing to death first before?
Is shitstorm the brown jet?
There should be, dude. Oh, that's a great idea. You know what, Jed? I'm writing that down. Shitstorm. That's a great idea.
They pumped these out real fast. I mean, they were like, "Hey, let's do Thundercracker and Skywarp." And I got a notification that it was in, and then a week later, I got another notification that the other one was in. So I think they basically just knocked them both off, like in one run, because it's basically the same mold. It's just different colors.
Yeah.
What's the Ruber now? Who's DS supposed to be? Is it TFC? Or are they?
No, Transform Element.
Transform Element, TE. That's okay. Transform Element. I knew there was a T in there.
But see, here's the thing. I don't know if they're going to continue on as Deformation Space, or if this is one of those things like where, Fans Toys don't want to mess around and put something out under Robot Paradise or whatever they put the slag out under.
Yeah.
And what, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if this is a temporary thing or if this is like an actual offshoot of a company.
Have we heard anything from Transform Element? Or Transform Elephant? Have we heard anything from them?
The last thing might have been either that Mirage or they did a movie B, didn't they?
Did they? I don't know. I don't pay attention. Which movie B? You mean the Bumblebee movie B?
I believe so.
Like in MP size?
Yep. Yeah, they did. They did a movie B TE02. So TE01 was the Prime, I think. And then TE03 was the Mirage. So yeah, I guess the Mirage probably. Is there a TE04?
TE03 was at the Cell Mirage, that one?
Well, just the Mirage in general. No, you're thinking of the Cell, that you're thinking of Oculus Max did a Cell version.
Right. Okay.
Transform Element only did like the regular Mirage.
Right. Okay.
So that looks like that's the last thing that they put out. So
I don't know. Either they're swapping names out, or like you said, maybe they're just gonna focus on movie stuff for Transform Element, or who the fuck knows. But
by the way, just on that subject, Jed, is it like, I find it interesting that third party is so ballsy that like they're taking on Seekers at the same time that Seekers are coming out from like the big dog, you know? That's ballsy, man.
That's probably what using the deformation space, like you said, just in case they do get sued or shut down, so they could do like a liquidate all just those holdings, and that's it.
Right. But do you think, but aside from like the legal stuff, do you find it interesting that like some, you know, quote unquote minor leaguer third party, you know, company is just like, yeah, that's what Zakar is putting out, and we're gonna put our shit out at the same time and sell a ton of them?
Well,
I think they're reading the room, to be honest.
What's that? Yeah, you're right, Letty.
I think they're reading the room, because I you know, a lot of people I think are getting fed up with Takara's prices. And I mean, there's been a lot of QC issues with some of their more recent figures.
Yeah.
Plus no waste.
So people are looking for, and so people are looking for alternatives. So
I think it's the best.
Just in the room.
I haven't MP, but I didn't like it because of the colors. But just because like there's no waste swivel, I would never buy it. But I think the deformation space is probably the best looking one that I've ever seen so far. And I thought Make Toys was the best one, and it looks like a shit show now compared to the, you know, deformation space. Just like we were saying before about the fillers, like we were like, oh, it looks great without it, and then they put the fillers on top, and you're like, wow, that actually makes more sense, you know. And now before with it looks like shit.
Yeah. I think the Make Toys one still looks real good. I just think it looks good in more of an anime kind of style, which I dug, honestly. But
I don't know. It's just like until something better comes along, you think what you have is like best looking, and then that better thing comes along, and you're like, that's much better.
Well, you know what it is too. A lot of times, I think we all know for a long time, like what direction the toys are heading in, and that's this more, you know, cartoon accurate kind of look. I think if you had gone back to the beginning and there was like, let's just hypothetically say a ton of companies were putting out all kinds of third party Transformers, and you knew that whatever style you got into, you could complete a set, like whatever complete is to you. You know, you knew you were going to get all the major characters and some combiners and mini bots and tapes and this and that and the other thing. And you could choose one Dinobot, and you could choose like cartoon accurate or old MP style, where they were like real world, you know what I mean, and looked close enough to how they were in the cartoon, more real world style, and you could pick which way would you go. Like I would probably be more inclined to go to the more real world, honestly. Yeah,
the stylized updated you know, MP version, that's the way I would go. Like the 3.0, is it 3.0 or 3A? I forget which name they went with, but I think it's 3.0. The 3.0 DX whatever M something they're coming out with this year. The ones that don't transform. But they did it in there. They had that up one look. Is that the one? I saw
a Bumblebee from them, I think, and he's kind of got like bull. He got like bull horns almost a little bit. Right, like the gray is like. I'll
get some pictures for you.
I got one right here. Is it that one?
Yes, that's it. MDLX.
Yeah, that one's cool as hell, man. Yeah,
And they're
dude, I would totally.
affordable. They're like that's $60, I think, right there.
If that could transform, I know it doesn't, but if it could,
Mm-mm.
and that's what we got as our like G1 MPs, like that style, dude, I would be into that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I like. What about you, Levy?
What's that?
We laughing at Levy. What do you like?
I'm laughing at a typo that Josh posted in our questions post.
Aren't you paying attention to our conversation, Levy?
Nah.
God damn it. But yeah,
What were you
that's
guys talking about?
We'll let you answer next time. We'll let you listen to the show. You can find out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can-
Okay.
But yeah, I would go with the stylized versus cartoon accurate.
But all that being said, that Thundercracker looks pretty dope, man.
It does. I really like the paint, and I'm not big on matte paint, but that powdered blue matte paint is really nice.
Yeah, it looks smooth.
And then the gray, like for his forearms and stuff, is like it has more of a like a little bit of a shine to it, but it's like still like a matte paint. It's nice. And the wing fillers, like I was telling Doors last night, they match it perfectly.
Yeah, I like the green knees, by the way. The green little highlights on the knees.
Yeah, me too.
And they make zero sense color scheme wise, but they just kind of like break things apart a little, or like set things off a little bit.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think Skywarp has that too.
Yeah, dude, when you get the Skywarp, man, I mean, I know you're gonna put pics in the chat, but like, I'm just a little worried about the purple. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but like some of the pictures I saw, and I don't know if it was lighting, you know, sometimes it's just lighting and shit, but the purple looked it almost looked like too close to blue, almost.
That could be however somebody took it to. So
yeah,
this is here. Let me put this in the chat real quick. That's the Prime in that line.
Yeah, that's really nice looking. See, he looks a lot closer to. Oh, nah. Yeah, nah, he's pretty stylized, man. Yeah, that looks good.
They had a picture of Megatron somewhere, but it's like I'm keep finding the DLX. Is that the DLX version? No, that's Siege. Yeah, I don't think they really showed a full prototype of that yet for Megatron, unless I missed it at the show. I think it was just that they had already in physical form so far. But yeah, the Megatron's going to be coming out with then after that one. I'm assuming they're going to do the whole G1 like line if it's popular, if it sells well.
Yeah.
And it's affordable. Like I said, that's I think that Prime's 90 or 100 or something like that.
That's it?
I think that's it. Yeah.
They're not very big, Levy. They present a lot bigger in photographs, I think, right?
He's 7 inches, I think.
Oh, is he really? The Prime? Oh, yeah. Well, 7. That's not.
And Bumblebee's, I think.
But Flame Toys is kind of the same way, but they're like freaking $300 and $400.
Right. So let's see. I got off track. The other thing I have in the mail, it's on the way too, is that 1/6 scale Ash that I showed you, Mike.
Yeah, that looked pretty good. So
that's on its way. And that's all I really got. Shout out to brother Kyle for getting made the honor roll at his college, right? Rock and roll.
Yeah,
for
man.
GPS.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congrats, brother Kyle.
He's got a whole series in mind for tours and stuff like that for hiddentoys.net. Another plug. Imagination on display. Michael, imagination on display. But now his some of the stuff he's going to be cranking out looks really cool. And fuck you, John Bailey. And that's all I got.
Levy.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
Hi. How you doing?
Doing all right.
You want to know what I got? You want to know what I got?
You should have just asked me right there what I got this week.
What'd you get this week? No? Hello?
Go ahead, Levy.
Do we lose Levy?
Okay.
Is he still there?
Yeah, we lost him. Yeah, we lost him like a half hour ago.
Yeah, right.
I didn't get anything actually. I got nothing.
Huh.
So, got no shout outs, no plugs, because I never have shout outs or plugs. So,
One day.
One day. Yeah, one day.
So, there's that.
How's that toy review table doing?
Wow, that hasn't been brought up in like years.
I know it's a callback. It's the first show of 2022, so I gotta throw it old school.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, it's not.
What'd you use that for anyway? Did you like fold it up, put it on the side somewhere, or did you actually use
Oh,
it
no,
for something?
it was just one of our card tables.
Oh, so do you play cards on it?
No,
No.
we just use it for various things.
You play cards on it.
So what do you use it for?
Whatever we need it for.
Do you have picnics on your picnic table? Well, yes, I do. Boo boo. Sorry, Levy. Go ahead.
He just John Bailey'd you, Levy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
I did John Bailey you. What have you been playing lately? What kind of video games have you been playing lately, Levy?
Damn, why is this hard for me to think right now?
It's all that coke.
Oh, I've been playing. What's that?
All that cocaine.
Oh, cocaine.
All the
No
cocaine.
wonder he's not buying anything.
Yo, he's on cocaine. He's the calmest motherfucker I ever heard. I was on cocaine. How you doing, Debbie? Oh, I'm doing all right. Can you imagine a coke? Like, imagine what the coke had sounded like before the coke.
No, I was playing L.A. Noire. If you ever heard of that?
I've
I
not.
have. Is that that came out a couple years ago, right?
Back in 2013, 2011, somewhere around
Couple few years ago.
there. Yeah, a few years ago. They re-released a remaster in 2017. But I'm playing the PC version, so that doesn't have a remaster because it's on PC doesn't need a remaster.
There was something about that game that was supposed to be groundbreaking at the time when it came out. Was it
the facial animation?
Okay.
They had a groundbreaking new facial capture process that was able to deliver stunningly lifelike facial expressions. And because the major conceit of this game is that you are supposed to read the character's facial expression to determine if they're lying or not when you're asking questions, because you're playing a police detective in the 1940s. And you're trying to solve crimes. And when you interrogate people, when you question people, you have to try and read their facial expressions to determine if they're lying or if they're telling the truth.
Can you like use 1940s interrogation techniques, like hitting them with a chair?
No, but you can threaten them. You can do all sorts of stuff. And you don't have to actually read them their Miranda rights, because Miranda rights weren't a thing until the 1960s.
So they have no rights.
Well, they do. You just didn't have to advise them of them.
Sounds like my type of game.
So, and there's some pretty comical moments in it too. So, like the one time, like just like right out of the blue, you ask one suspect if he fucks little boys. And it's funny the way he asks it too, because like it's just like quiet, and then it's like, "Do you fuck young boys, Valdez?" And he just like blows his stuff. Like, "Are you a madman?" So that was pretty funny. And then I started playing Shadow of Mordor again.
Oh, because
Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor.
Because of the Nemesis mechanics.
Yeah, the Nemesis system. That game was so much fun, man. It was basically it had the combat of Batman Arkham games and the stealth and parkour of Assassin's Creed, and it had a big open world, and you can just run around in this open world killing orcs, making enemies and stuff. It's fun. And then like that Nemesis system is just freaking one of the coolest innovations in gaming, and WB Games had to patent it and then never use it again, because and thereby ensuring that no one else gets to use it or gets to develop anything like it.
Right.
So, but like your enemies can remember you. Like if you if you're like is in the game, your character's immortal. So you if you die, you just come back after some passage of time. But during that passage of time, the orc that killed you can get promoted in the army, and gain rank. So he can, go from a grunt to like a captain or whatever. And he gets a name and a title. And when if you encounter him again, he remembers you. Like if you actually dealt him like an injury, like he'll bear the scars of that injury. Like you can throw them into fire, into like a bonfire. And if they survive, they'll come back and they'll have burn scars on them. and like they'll have a name like Grogar the Burned or something like that, and he'll remember that the injury you dealt him, and he'll want to get revenge for it. You guys have like little words to exchange when you cross swords and shit, and it's really cool shit. So
cool.
Yeah, but it's not just like interactions with you too. Like the orcs and stuff can actually they can just like decide that this one orc captain's going to decide that he wants to kill another one that's of higher rank and take his place and stuff like that. So that can all happen, behind the scenes and stuff and whatnot. So
sounds like there's a lot of killing in this game.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of killing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of killing. Yeah,
Cool.
You're beheading orcs left and right.
Playing anything else besides that?
What else was I playing? I've been playing Red Dead Redemption 2 on my PlayStation.
Have played any VR games lately, maybe?
No, I was actually waiting for a new
Excuse?
piece for my headset to come in to replace that foam rubber thing.
Oh, did you get like a thinner one?
No, I got a silicone.
Yeah,
rubber.
them foam ones fucking suck, man.
Yeah, it's
You got all
yeah.
they got gross and real quick.
Well, not everyone wrings sweat out of them,
I play for keeps, Jed.
after a heavy 27 minutes of Beat Saber.
Yeah, on Expert Plus. Sometimes I gotta like pause the song in the middle and wipe the eyepiece down. Wipe the eyepiece down, wipe my forehead down, and then get back in there.
Yeah, Mike, you should consider getting like a silicone rubber.
I have one. I have one on there. Yeah. Oh, for
okay.
sure, dude. Yeah, the old piece just crawled off by itself when I took it off.
It dissolved.
So, yeah, that's about it. I haven't really, because I haven't gotten anything. So
Cool. How about you, Mike?
I got no plugs because I took the holidays off. I didn't do shit, and I'm not doing shit. But I'll get back to doing shit real shortly.
It's January 14th. The holidays are over.
Well, this is the holiday hangover.
Oh,
No,
okay.
we've been working some overtime, truthfully.
Well, there is Martin Luther on Monday, so I guess you'd say
Yes.
the holidays after that. So
No, that's a day off where I plan on getting some shit done. So
Yeah.
I have some plans in the works. I mean, I don't know. I did the Baby Yoda. Can I call him that now? That we're friends, me and Baby Yoda, or do I have to call him by his proper name?
I don't
I don't know. I did
you
that
can
picture.
call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was fun. I was like half in the middle of doing like a little speed art video, and then I was like, and I shut that shit down. And shout out to Tattoo Lee. So Levy, Tattoo Lee just watched 10 Bots, 10 Shots Part 3 today.
Oh, it's the first time?
he commented on it. He was like, how did I miss this? Or no, wait. It said, how did I miss this? Whoo! So I thought that was funny. What did I get? I got Snake Eyes, the old school Snake Eyes, in the Classified series with Timber. Sorry, I'm stuffing my face with dinner right now while I'm trying to tell you what's going on.
Brother Kyle loves when you eat on the show.
I know he does. I can't help it, man. I'll be all right. Once I get past the fries, you won't even know I'm here. Yeah, I got Snake Eyes and Timber. I got the train bot, the first train bot, Iceland. I guess technically the second train bot because I think he was O2. Yo, that thing is awesome. I know you ain't into trains and all, but as like a transformer, it's awesome. Like it's built well. The transformation was like totally no instructions needed, and it wasn't like it was stupid simple. It was it had some complicated parts, but like it was nothing you couldn't figure out.
It's a fucking rectangle, right? How complicated could they make it? Unless they really wanted to make it complicated.
Nah, there was some intricate shit going on, because like it's not like, you know, you think, well, it's a train, so it's a square and round and you know, on the edges, and it turns into a robot that's square with some round edges. So how fucking hard could it be? But there was like some intricate details of the train, and like whatever they call them bumpers at the bottom. I know a train don't got a bumper, but you know what I mean. The little,
how they lock together, like those things.
not the thing that locks together, like the little, like the trim on the bottom and shit.
Oh,
and how, like, you know, I mean, yeah, it's basically a shell former for the most part, but it was still kind of pretty creative engineering, in my opinion. It was built really well. It had like die cast in all the right places and shit, and like good hardware and everything. So if everything's
that,
like that.
That sounds contradicting. You said it's a shell former, but it had good engineering. What was the engineering part that was like really good on it?
There was just like, I don't know, certain ways that some of them joints had to, you know, move. It was just certain ways they had to move to get in. Like some of shit was on like, you know, hinges and shit like that, but you had to slide the hinge on a pin to get it up into the right places. And
I see,
you know, there was just like, there was certain like little things along the way that were like, oh, that's pretty fucking clever how they did that. So yeah, so I don't know. I mean, if the first one's any indication, the whole thing should be pretty cool, man. So we'll see what goes on with we know it's a Zeta design. We'll see what goes on when they don't do the hips, the parts forming hips, because this one's going to be just the robots themselves with no extra parts except for the fists, I'm guessing. What else did I get? God damn it, Jed, I know I got something else. I got the train bot and I got dude, the train bot and Snake Eyes. God damn it. Oh, the tapes. I got the tapes. I got the Fans Toys Robot Paradise tapes.
How was that worth it? How are those?
Nah, they weren't worth it. No. They weren't worth it. Man, kind of wishing they would have sold them all separately, because I really only was interested in the Laserbeak and the Ravage, kinda. The Rumble and Frenzy I didn't particularly give a shit about. I would have liked a Buzzsaw, and they didn't do a Buzzsaw, and I'm hoping they're gonna do a Buzzsaw somewhere along the way.
You'd think that, like, after all, some company will give some love to all those other tapes there that. Even just Ratbat, you know, he's pretty well known. I mean, like all the others, like, you know, there were like Decepticon ones and the Autobot ones, all that no one's done except for what Ocular Max like showing, but still haven't seen those yet. But just like there's a whole bunch of tapes people could have done.
There is. I would love to see those combiners. I think those combiners have potential to be like cool little, so you know what I mean, little, like in some sort of toy form, better than they have been, because KFC did them both, and they're both you know, they're half-assed.
What was that dinosaur with the horn on his nose? What tape was that?
The T-Rex or the Stegosaurus? The Stegosaurus was Slugfest, or no,
no, that was Overkill.
That was Overkill. So Slugfest was the T-Rex.
Oh wait, no. Overkill was the T-Rex. Slugfest. Yeah, you're right. Slugfest was the Stegosaurus.
They should do those.
Yeah, those are cool. They should do those, man.
Then you buy the tapes,
dude. They have more of a right to get a toy than a lot of these motherfuckers out there getting toys that are getting toys.
Yeah,
you know? They were at least in some episodes. They were at least in one. I know they were in the Primitives, Call of Primitives.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure they were probably in other ones that I can't think of right now, but they actually showed up. But yeah, I mean, the Laserbeak is really cool. I like the Laserbeak a lot. And the only reason I even cared about it was because Ocular Max ones, I like them, but they're just a little out of scale for me.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, probably not worth it. But you know, and the thing is, man, if the original tapes would have fit in Fans Toys, see, that's how they get you, man. And you know what? They're gonna keep getting you, and you're gonna be like, "Thank you, sir. Can I have another?" And you're just gonna pre-order the next horse shit thing that they put out. That's, you know, $50 too expensive because it's Fans Toys. You know how it goes.
Nope, because I don't order those.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of people listening right now that are fucking nodding their heads with me.
They're like, yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I don't think Levy orders those either. Do you, Levy?
No.
What's that? The Fans Toys tapes?
Yeah. No, I mean just Fans Toys releases in general.
Nope. I haven't bought a Fans Toys product in I don't know how long.
Levy, you didn't get that Soundwave, did you?
Nope.
No.
I was actually tempted to, but like by the time I found out that the pre-order had been up, it had been up for like several days and was already gone. So otherwise I might have been tempted to get that one, but I probably would have passed on it anyway.
See, Jed, I get them mostly because I usually want them.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's some like in the case of Hoist and Mirage.
You feel obligated to get them.
No. It's not that I feel obligated to get them, but I'll just get them on the off chance that they're going to be better than the ones that I got. Like if I get the Mirage, the Fans Toys Mirage, and I get it, and I could say with confidence that I like it better than the Transform Element one, I'll keep it and get rid of the Transform Element one. But if I like the Transform Element one better, I keep it. And like Fans Toy shit typically resells decently, not always for more, you know,
Right.
but they don't tend to lose value at the very least.
That's true.
But yeah, that's it. That was my toy week.
I know it's not something new, but I thought of something because I've been putting stuff out on display now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it gave me an opportunity to mess with stuff that I haven't messed with really at all. So I finally put my Transformation Stunticons together into Menasor.
Didn't you do that for Christmas?
I did. I don't know if I talked about it though.
We
But-
did.
Yeah, you did. You
did
sent us a
talk about
picture.
it.
Oh, did I? Yeah,
Mhm.
It was still fun though. I I've had that thing for like 4 years now, and I haven't put it together into Menasor, and that was a lot of fun. I also bought like 3D printed parts to make the legs, or to stabilize the legs, because you remember how in the original release it wasn't very stable on its legs.
I never owned those.
So yeah, I got these 3D printed parts like years ago to fill in the legs so that it's more stable. And then I also got something for the shoulders. They're like, I guess they're extension pieces to move the arm connectors out just a little bit to widen him up just a hair, and it looks really good. So, but going through these boxes and stuff has afforded me some time to mess with figures I didn't really get a chance to mess with before. So that's been fun.
Cool. Anything
Still haven't found
that you're like anything you found that you're just like, why do I even have this anymore?
Oh yeah,
for
absolutely.
sure.
Absolutely. But you know what? I still have not found any of my season 1 Autobots. I have no idea where they're at.
What?
Yep. I thought I knew where they were at. They weren't there.
What
So-
kind of it's like you don't even have kids to blame that on, Levy.
Well, I got stuff that's still buried in there. I don't know if they might be in there or not. I don't know where these are. Like I have an entire Detolf just empty, waiting for my season 1 Autobots. I have no idea where they're at.
The season 1 Autobots fucking came to life and ran off with all his Dan Kana artwork. They're like, guys, listen, we'll leave and we'll take all the other artwork with us. That way there's only one thing left for this motherfucker to do.
Transform and roll out.
Fuck. Did you check inside Jetfire by any chance?
Inside Jetfire? No.
I'm sorry. Oh fuck. Jed.
Yes, sir.
It's time. It's
Is it
time
time
to move on to the news.
Time for the news. Most of the planet knows this, but Betty White died. She was 99 years old. She was an
What?
American
No.
actress. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Golden Girls. She was on the show The Golden Girls. I don't know if you ever heard of that or not.
Time. Jesus Christ, how long was that lady going to have?
Levy's coming with the smoke, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kidding. I
she was
love
on the-
Betty. She was such a sweetheart.
She was on the Mary Tyler Moore show as well. And she was a comedian, 5-time Emmy winner. And the reason for her death was she had complications with a stroke.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it was only a couple weeks before her birthday, too, which kind of sucked where she would have been 100.
Yeah.
Was it Monday?
Was it this past Monday?
Yes. No, this coming Monday, the 17th.
This Monday.
What's that?
This Monday, then.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Today is Monday, though, isn't it?
Oh, time displacement once again.
Yes.
So I don't want to be the guy to laugh about anything related to a death of anybody or whatever. But did you guys see the Weekend at Bernie's meme going around?
Oh, that was great. That was great. But you know, Betty White would have loved that anyway.
She probably would have. Yeah. How many people, percentage wise, guys? How many people you think had no idea what Betty White did? It's just that she's just this famous old lady and didn't have any idea like what the fuck she was in.
Oh no, I think everybody knew she was in the Golden Girls at the very least.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she always had that. She always had that rapport with Ryan Reynolds. So I think a lot of people kind of were aware of who she was. Maybe not seen what she was in, but yeah, she. And then Lake Placid.
Lake Placid was my favorite, man. My favorite Betty White role of all time was Lake Placid.
If I had a dick, this is where I tell you to suck
it. So I killed him.
But yeah, her and Ryan Reynolds worked on that movie, The Proposal, with Sandra Bullock. Do you remember that one?
Proposal? No, I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I don't remember that one either.
Yeah, it was Sandra Bullock played a character who needed to fake, I think it was United States citizenship because she was Canadian. And so she told Ryan Reynolds, who was like her employee, to be her fake husband or whatever. Or you know that whole marriage citizenship scam thing, but then I guess they had to go up and meet her family or meet his family. I think it was meet her family or something whatever. But it was a funny movie. It was a little rom-com thing, but it was funny. Betty White was great in the movie. So
Betty White. The other meme that I saw that was pretty funny was Morgan Freeman going up the Mortal Kombat tower. Did you guys see that one?
I did see that one.
I
did.
It was funny because whenever anybody else would die, it was always Betty White making her way up the tower.
Yeah. Well, now she was like the last opponent.
Yeah.
Who's the top? Is it Keith Richards?
I think so.
Probably. I don't remember, but if it's not Keith Richards, it should be Keith Richards.
Yeah. Would you say Levi Shao Kahn?
Yeah, Shao Kahn.
There's going to be some shit that happens when Keith Richards dies. It's going to be kind of like I don't want to compare it to the Quickening because it's not going to be the transfer from one old guy to another. It's going to be all.
We're not going to be around to see that.
He's going to just disperse all the drug energy, and the whole planet is going to get high for like 10 seconds. Which doesn't sound like a long time, but when you're talking 6 billion, 7 billion, how many people are there on the planet? 7 billion people all high for 10 seconds. That's a lot of collective.
I would have thought that that would have been more of like a Willie Nelson quickening than anything.
Willie Nelson is Goro.
Yeah, right. Willie Nelson is Goro. Just go randomly say that to somebody and walk away. But maybe they'll be high and they'll be like, yeah, man. Yeah, I agree.
How's my driving, man?
Oh shit, man.
Bob Saget died as well.
Yeah, that one caught me off guard.
Another American comedian, television presenter, America's Funniest Home Videos. He was the host and actor on Full House and How I Met Your Mother.
And Fuller House.
Yep. They're not really sure how he died yet, but they think it might have been a stroke, heart attack type of thing.
Man.
Well, I heard that they know the cause of death. They're just withholding it pending further investigation.
Okay. So, I know they said they died in his sleep, I think is the rumor, and that no foul play involved.
Yeah. I mean, not that it makes it, the outcome any different, but that was good to,
right?
Because the first thing you assume is like, oh, here's a dude that's 65 is, basically young,
right?
Or just
Yeah.
dropping over dead, and it's like, oh man.
I read that they found him with his hand draped over his chest. So,
Christ.
and he had just tweeted the night before or earlier that morning or whatever, because they found him on last Sunday. On Saturday, he had just done a stand-up performance and was tweeting about how much he enjoyed it, and he's back and whatnot, and he's just back to enjoying comedy again, and was looking forward to more tour dates and stuff. So
I thought it might have been like a prescription drug like mixture that might have like had a side effect where it killed him, where like kind of like what's his name?
Ledger.
Well, yeah, Heath Ledger, but I was trying to think of the guitar player from Hawthorne Heights. That was like a story in itself where he was like on depression medication and he went and like got like dental work done, so they gave him like Percocet, and that like the combination of the two like killed him.
How does that shit happen? Like I feel like every time I've gone to the doctor, they've always asked what the first question or second or somewhere near the top is like, are you on any other shit?
Yeah, right.
What's happened?
Yeah. And the last person that I didn't even know about until today when I was going through this was that Sidney Podier died. He was 94. Sidney Podier was 94 years old. He has a long list of accolades, but he was in Heat of the Night. He like some of the more recent ones that people might know is the Jackal. That was with Bruce Willis, yeah. And was it Richard Dreyfuss? Was he in that? I think.
I don't know. I know Jack Black was in it.
Yeah, that's right. Sneakers. You guys remember that movie with Robert Redford and River Phoenix and Dan Aykroyd? Yeah.
That tells you how long ago it was.
Yeah, that was a mixture of things. He was also director, an activist for Black rights and stuff. He was the first African American to win an Academy Award for Best Actor in 1963. He directed Stir Crazy, which I didn't know. With
he directed Stir Crazy? I didn't know that.
I didn't know either. He won a Golden Globes. He won a Grammy for his spoken word album. He was knighted by the Queen in the 70s, and he received the Presidential Medal of Honor, Presidential Medal of Freedom from Barack Obama in 2009. And there was a rumor that they wanted him to play Geordi in Star Trek Next Generation back when it was being cast. So
wow.
That's about as full a resume as you could probably accomplish in a lifetime.
Yeah. You get Golden Globes, Academy Awards, Grammys, knighted, Medal of Freedom, and Denzel Washington like model his crew, and just there's so much.
You were reading off all that shit, Jed, and I was like, and then you're like, he was knighted, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, when you get knighted, that's it.
Any one of those will be a lifetime accomplishment for anybody.
Yeah, he's right. Levy's right.
Yeah. Then he got like all these lifetime achievement awards, honorary, things from like and like all the other award things. But yeah, he was really well known for like roles that were like specifically for black actors. He wouldn't take Othello. He wouldn't take like as a slave or whatever, like that type of shit. He was always like tried to make sure that the roles that he took were like beyond the boundaries of like
of course he was never in a horror movie.
Right. Yeah. He this is like probably the lowest point, but he directed Ghost Dad too.
Wow.
Now, you have all these hits, and there's that just one little miss.
But like if you turn the man down, Jed,
kind of like Sean Connery in Highlander 2. You have all the hits, and there's that one little bit.
If you're batting 990, you're still getting into the Hall of Fame.
You can't be completely perfect,
If I was him and they were interviewing me and they got to questions about that, I would just really like belligerently, next question.
Just deny
it. So that's it. That's all the people that died. I watched a bunch of stuff. Oh no, wait. Let's go to the trailers. There was a couple of trailers. Trailers been a little thin lately, so they're. I know, like last time, you guys were like, you're like, oh, I don't give two shits about it. So this time I was like, ugh, it's even thinner. So
what the trailers? I'm gonna tell you this, Jed. Out of your batting percentage went up from last time because I didn't give a shit about. I think only one of them last time, but this was 2 for 3. You were 2 for 3, Jed.
Let me guess, which one did you not care about? Fraggle Rock, I think you did not care about.
I did not care about Fraggle Rock. I did not.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Fraggle Rock when you were a kid?
I remember it, I remember it, but it wasn't anything that I remember like sitting there being, really entertained by.
Well, you had to have HBO, first of all. Only the rich families had HBO.
That's not true.
Yeah, but I didn't. I saw when it like came out.
My parents had one of those gold boxes that get you HBO and Cinemax and Prism, and you didn't pay for it.
I see the apple hasn't fallen too far from the tree. Actually,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
that was the beginnings of the beginnings of Jetflix.
What does this magical golden box do? It gets me free entertainment.
And all the porn I can watch,
dude. And
no vision for me.
Do you know how many Flyers games I watched because of Prism?
Not like the Boars.
That's true. Cinemax was the best.
I used to go on Prism and mess with the tracking until it went from squiggle vision. I could get it from squiggle vision to like black and white static, but like it was clear black and white static.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it had to be done, at least on the box that my dad had.
For like 5 seconds.
No. It would stay that way.
You had to get your wanking out in 5 seconds.
No, I had the analog Pirate Bay attachment. Analog torrent. Yeah, Levy, did you get into Fraggle Rock or no?
No, we didn't have HBO. And I didn't have a golden box either.
Levy's first golden box might have been when we lived together.
Yeah, it was. And let me tell you, I took advantage of that shit.
Levy, what percentage of what you watched on that box would you say was porn?
Let's just say I hope that the new owners of that house never use a black light in the living room. I painted the walls.
Yeah, I don't really like to hear that.
Levy lined the walls with liver.
Yeah, you shine a black light in there, it'll look like a murder scene with luminol.
That's like the episode of Friends when they got the free porn. They didn't want to change the channel.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really like kind of like slowly starting to remember specific times where I'd be hanging out with Levy late and I could tell he was trying to get rid of me. So aren't you tired? Aren't you feeling tired? Nah, I'm fine. Jesus Christ.
How about the time that Tiff caught me?
Yeah, I remember that shit, man. Yeah. Oh, man. I was going to say those were the good old days, but I don't know about all that.
So which trailer interests you the most, Levy?
The Legend of Vox Machina.
Me too, Levy.
And
I'm not even clowning. I'm being 100% serious.
Yeah, that looks cool, man.
That'll be here in 2 weeks, I think. I think that'll be 2 weeks.
That's soon.
Yep, end of January, cool. I think it is.
Cool.
It's something I've never seen. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, Mike. I was going to say before I forget to mention it, but that's next week, I think it is. Let me look up real quick because when you just mentioned how it's coming out next week, when it was coming out, I knew there was something else coming out. I want to say the DOTA Dragon's Blood season 2 is coming out next Tuesday on the 18th.
That was a good series, that first season.
Yeah, and Legend of Vox Machina is on the 28th. Yeah, end of January, 128.
So
Sorry,
that
Mike, go
so this trailer, this series looks something, and I don't know, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but it's unique to me because I don't know if I've ever seen anything of this genre before, like where it's kind of like this Dungeons and Dragons type of thing, but it's got this Marvel Cinematic Universe kind of comedic thing going on at the same time. And I don't know if I've ever seen another series that look like it's going to do it as good as this one does it.
Levy, explain to Mike where the legend of Vox Machina comes from.
Well, the Legend of Vox Machina,
Is it a game?
Well, it comes from a live streamed Dungeons and Dragons playgroup played by professional voice actors.
Right. Yeah, I saw it had something to do with it right in the intro. What did it say? Something about Critical Role or some shit.
Yeah, it's called Critical Role. And Matt Mercer is the Dungeon Master. He's a very prolific voice actor. Probably voiced some of your favorite characters. But all the players are professional voice actors. Ashley Johnson is a member of or is a player of Critical Role. She voiced Ellie in the Last of Us series. She was also the waitress in Avengers, if you remember, the blonde waitress.
But she was she was Growing Pains.
Yes, and she was the youngest daughter on Growing Pains.
Okay.
She was also in the movie Lionheart, if you remember Lionheart, the Van Damme movie.
Oh man,
she was.
I do not.
Yes, she played his niece. His brother was his brother was murdered, and then so he helped his wife, his brother's wife and daughter.
When you said Lionheart, I immediately thought of Dragonheart and Sean Connery doing a dragon, and I was like, I'm like, that's not the right movie.
I am the last.
I am the last.
I am the last. So.
All right, well, listen. Before you guys just fucking Pat Sajak and fucking Vanna Whited me right there. Like before you go any further, I know what you're trying to do, and I see why you're trying to do it. But at the end of the day, I don't give a rat's ass.
So the stories come from
they come from a bunch of people that play Dungeons and Dragons. I get it. It's cool.
And then the voice actors that played Dungeons and Dragons. So the voice actors are doing their characters in this series.
Okay, so, that's fine.
So they have like 600 some hours of material to take from, and like a lot of it was funny stuff. So they're gonna mix a lot of that stuff into the animation.
Okay. Well, I could be totally fucking entertained by that for a season, and I'm most definitely gonna watch this because I was entertained as fuck by this trailer. But I still don't have to play Dungeons and Dragons for 3 hours every week.
Well, nobody's asking you to, Mike. We're just telling you where it came from. That's all.
I'm sorry. I'm just so used to Nate. I'm so used to Nate fucking peer pressuring me.
Yeah, he likes to convince people to play.
Yo, shout out to Nate. He's I just joined the Mythic Legions Facebook group. Mm-hmm. He's kind of like he's a little celebrity in there.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, with his custom stuff that he's building. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His first top post, I'm like scrolling down. I'm like, I've seen this stuff. I'm like, I'm like, everyone's like commenting like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen since sliced bread and custom figures and stuff. And I was like, wow. I'm like, Nate's a little bit of a diva inside that group there that we never knew about.
You see him like walk in, you imagine it as a physical place, and he comes in like it's the beginning of Kingpin. And there's somebody standing there and he just takes the pizza off his plate and shit.
Burn baby burn is playing. Or is it Disco Inferno? That's it, yeah.
That's the same song. You think it's the same song? Burn.
And the last trailer is for All of Us Are Dead, another Netflix Korean zombie, I think it is.
Okay, so I don't know what the fuck goes on over there, but every time I see a fucking Asian zombie movie, it makes the hair on my arm stand up, and I want to watch it, right? Because how many times can you do zombie stuff?
I was thinking that too, right in the beginning. I'm like, oh,
Right.
another zombie Asian, and I was like,
yeah, but the longer it went on, the more I was like, when's this coming out, man?
It was also like very meta too when they were talking. The cops were like, "Oh, another zombie call," like, "Oh, another," It was like,
right.
I'm like, but this actually, it looks entertaining.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. And it's like, first of all, there was a couple parts in there that fucking made me want to throw up. So when the chick just twisted and fucking snapped in half, the zombie girl. Yeah, man. It looks like they're a little different. Like they're probably trying to find excuse me. Say too fast. They're trying to find a way to present the zombie in a slightly different way to make it not like every other motherfucking zombie you've seen in the last like decade. And it looks, I don't know. There was something about the way it was shot, and it was about the way they were all twisting around and like and the way they were acting too, because it looked like the one was using a weapon. And the one zombie looked like she was beating somebody with a pipe or a hammer or some shit, which is not typical zombie behavior, which is, and then they run. They have all the zombie powers. They're zombies to begin with, and then they got the fast zombie power like they had from like World War Z, and what was the one that we liked that happened in the mall? The Day of the Dawn of the Dead, right?
Did they run? I thought they shuffled.
Yeah. No, the Dawn of the Dead, they were runners, man. They were runners.
I thought the runners
on the remake.
I thought the remake. I thought the runners started when they did was it what was the name of that one that was
World War Z?
No, before
28 days later.
Thank you. 28 days later.
Yeah. I don't remember which one came out first, if it was the Dawn remake or 28 days.
But either way, they ran in Dawn. Whether or not they started that type of zombie or not.
You're right. That's right. Because in the beginning, the little girl ran right at him through the bedroom door and shit. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But so these zombies are the fast zombies, but then like it's kind of like in the animal kingdom and shit like that, where they're like, oh, the monkeys have learned to use tools and shit, and they're like beating on something with a stone. Like a fast zombie with a hammer in its hand is pretty goddamn scary to me, man. You got like it's like that is a super powered zombie, and then they're all like that.
Hammer in his hand.
Yeah, some scary shit.
This does not fit the zombie MO.
This is not fit the zombie MO, which is why there's two reasons I'm going to watch it. One, just because of what I saw, and two, because I am conditioned now to every time I see some Asian zombie shit that I should just watch it, because chances are I'm going to be entertained by it.
It's about zombie. I watched the other night, and the in that was the dude Frank Busan, who is the boxer guy.
Yeah, the big guy.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. And I was like, oh, okay.
What character did he play?
Gilgamesh.
Oh, was it good? I thought it was Ajax.
No, Ajax was
oh, right, you're right.
Selma Hayek's character.
That's right, you're right. Yeah, there's so many fucking characters. I got them confused.
Yeah.
It's just like that dude. The big Asian guy.
Right, yeah.
Cool. Speaking about what I watched Ghostbusters Afterlife. Did you guys see that?
Not yet.
Not yet, no.
Oh, I love that movie. It's really good. Yeah, I liked it a lot. And you guys see Eternals?
Yeah, I saw.
Haven't seen Eternals yet.
That was it was a movie.
It was a bore fest. It was a snooze fest. Is what I basically heard. Every single person that has seen it.
It was all right. I mean, it's not my favorite Marvel movie, but
someone described it best as it's a prologue to a book that you probably should read so you know who the characters are and the setup before it gets to the first chapter, then when it gets really good.
Yeah.
One of those type of things.
Oh, that's fun.
Been watching Boba Fett. Did you guys start watching that yet?
Not yet. No.
Yeah, we watched all 3 episodes so far.
Did you?
Yeah.
How you feeling about it, Lebby, so far?
I like it. This 3rd episode wasn't great. It has some cool moments, but
it was like the first episode I was like, all right, let's go. And like, all right, good. Gave me what I wanted. And then the second one was like crazy good.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one was just like,
Well, they can't all be winners.
Right.
No.
Did you watch all of Dexter?
No, I haven't. I haven't watched beyond the first episode.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah, I watched the finale came out. That was
Mhm. Watched all of Cobra Kai.
I haven't watched 1 minute of that yet.
Of the last season or the entire series?
Of this past season.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I
it was
have
really good. It was really good.
The Expanse. I started the last episode of the season of Expanse because it's only 6 episodes. Came out on Friday, so I'm binging those before I get to Cobra Kai.
Never watched that show.
Oh, it's really good. I
hear it is. I hear it's a show that Firefly fans would like.
Yes, but less humor than Firefly.
Yeah.
I watched Cobra Kai. Was it good?
Well, it was great. I loved it.
Better than the last season?
I don't know. I don't know if I liked it more than the third season or not. It had some cheesiness in it, but I mean, all in all, it was still a really, really great season.
You don't say.
Well, no, but I mean, like, it was cheesiness that was kind of like, but no, all in all, it was a great season. I love it. So, definitely recommend it. If anybody hasn't even started Cobra Kai, definitely freaking watch it. Like Josh said he has never watched Cobra Kai, and I was like telling him, I was like, dude, you gotta fucking watch that show. It's so fucking good.
You'll have watched the Karate Kid movies, or kind of appreciate it.
Yeah, I got the impression from him that he didn't like the idea that Johnny was being made to be a sympathetic character, and I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, he's got a redemption. Like there's so many characters that have redemption arcs in this show.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also, like I also told us, like there's no clear cut good guy and bad guy. It's all comes down to perspective, and people make mistakes in this show that so Daniel's not perfect. He's really set in his ways, and he makes bad decisions because of it. Same thing with John. He is kind of big. He's kind of an arrogant prick.
Yes.
And that's one of his shortcomings. He means well, but he can't let go of the past and can't accept that maybe Johnny has some good ideas. Maybe what he's, even though he's going around it in a weird kind of way, but maybe he's actually, teaching his students some good things. Not just about karate, but about life and whatnot. Teaching them how to stand up for themselves, how to be more confident. And Hawk is like my all-time favorite character of the series. Just like his whole character arc, it's just fantastic. So,
is the Mohawk? I think it's the Mohawk, right?
Yeah.
I watched No Time to Die, the James Bond movie.
Oh yeah,
it was
How's
good.
That?
It was good. I liked it. Rami Malek was the bad guy in that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched the whole season of Always Sunny in Philadelphia. That was really good.
Okay.
Whole season of it?
Yeah, it was like they're only half-hour episodes. It was like 10 episodes, I think. So basically 5 hours worth.
That show, I never watched it like religiously, but I feel like every time I watched it, it was funny as hell.
You should go back and start from the beginning and watch it. It's a fantastic fucking show. It's so funny too. Oh, and I was gonna ask you, Mike. You told me that because I finished all of Full Metal Alchemist, right?
Yeah.
And did you ever watch that movie that came after it called The Conqueror of Shambhala?
I did not. No, I did not. I know of it, but it was one of those ones that just slipped through the cracks.
Yeah, it was like a good, they basically tied up all the loose ends from the series and everything. And it took place majority on the other side of the glass, the other side of the gate, which was like our world type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was good. But I guess it's been so long probably since you watched that you don't give two shits about it. But it was good tie up for Ed and Al and everybody.
Yeah.
That's it. What did you guys watch?
Well, I pretty much told you what I was watching. Book of Boba Fett and Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
How about you, Mike? Oh, you have more Levy. Yes.
No, I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really watch a whole hell of a lot over the last.
No new anime to to explore?
Just catching up on episode here, episode there on some shit that I already was watching.
Did you watch Attack on Titan?
A couple more in. I didn't finish it yet. I still got a couple episodes. A couple episodes ago, not many.
How you feeling this season?
I'm liking it. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different, but it's the most rational path of story, I guess, if you could say something like that. Talking about a anime series about a bunch of giant people looking monsters that eat normal people and all that shit. Does that make any sense? It doesn't really make any sense, but it's just the storytelling makes sense. Like, it's good. You know what I mean? Like, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it for what it is.
I'll have to hit you up next show to see what you think of the title music for the second part of the season.
Second part. Oh shit! Did that start yet? The second half?
Yeah,
Oh,
it started last week. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, good. Well, damn. Oh, did you make it all the way through?
All the way through.
Like the whole second half already?
Oh, they're doing episodes.
Oh, episode at this time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm interested. Yeah, the theme. So can you imagine that's our topic?
Mm-hmm.
but it's a topic worth talking about.
It is
because they stacked they put the bar high season 1 and never really made it back to season 1 with a strong, like, with an unexpected strong attempt with the first half of the final season, which that one grew on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like it's kind of like listening. Like, I would blast that first one, you know, the first season.
Mm-hmm.
The last one is kind of like the last one, meaning the season, first half of the last season theme song is kind of like when 80s Heart comes on and you want you want to blast it, but you gotta roll your windows up. Like, it's like that, you know. That makes any sense.
It does.
But other than that, yeah, just been randomly. Well, we've been working overtime, and I've been working on some stuff. Although it's not really anything worth like talking about on the show itself, but I have been keeping busy.
Well, that's good. I thought you said you were on vacation.
I'm on creative vacation.
Oh.
I'm on creative vacation.
So you're still working, but just not being creative?
Yeah, just kind of. Well, I guess being creative, but not really in a nerd kind of way.
Okay.
I guess creative nerd vacation ends. Yeah, Monday. I'll get some more stuff in on Monday. You got a busy weekend coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's it for this section of the show.
And it's on a weird news. Am I correct?
You would be correct, sir. Mr. Curry.
You didn't have any nerd news?
This was the nerd news. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. You're right, Levy. There is one thing that I read a rumor that John Diggle, I forget what the actor's name is. He is going to be in a new WB show where, let's see if this sounds familiar. He's going to be like the headmaster for a school of freshman kids with powers, and he trains them to be a secret superhero team.
Oh, for Christ's sake! Wait, what?
It's just, all it had to be is based in Rochester, New York, and it's basically the same thing.
Right? Yeah.
It's going to be called Justice League University, I think, or JL University, I think, is what they're going to call it. Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah. You know, kids with their problems, having superpowers, trying to be normal, learning algebra.
Lame.
Sally likes Kevin, but Kevin doesn't. He likes Susie. And then they'll throw probably some animal or weird thing in there. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's terrible. But I'm trying to think if there was any other rumors they were talking about. I know I read a couple articles about Ben Affleck, how he fucking hated working on Justice League. He had an interview with Matt Damon, basically telling him how he disliked the whole process and everything.
Have anything to do with Joss Whedon himself, or?
He said that there was a lot of things going on at the time. I think he was going through a divorce then, and the whole like Zack Snyder's loss, and he left the project. Joss Whedon came on, and all that stuff after that. So that kind of basically was the reason why he didn't do the Batman or direct any other shit.
I heard a rumor this week that Marvel actually supposedly reached out to Ben Affleck to reprise his role as Daredevil in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.
I heard that rumor too. I don't hold any water to it because I doubt he'll fucking do that.
Wait, before or after Spider-Man?
No, they were doing like these pickup shots for Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
And they're apparently, because of like the response to having Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Spider-Man, they're like adding all these more cameos that they normally had few, but now they're trying to.
Okay.
I think they're stacking up as many as they can get, and I think that was one of them.
Oh, okay.
I have a feeling that's going to be.
I mean, they very well may have reached out to him, and he may very well likely not do it. But I mean, I'll take it with a grain of salt. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah. I could see that. I could see them doing like tons of cameos and stuff. I do know that there's going to be a Werewolf by Night Halloween special coming up, I think, on Disney Plus.
Oh,
that's going to be cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm excited for the Midnight Suns to start showing up, man. All of them, even Morbius, Levy.
Fucking Morbius.
What did I read? I read Morbius has now been delayed more times than Mutants.
What?
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe.
Apparently,
I find that hard to believe. New Mutants was Old Mutants by the time it came out.
It was. It was. I'm trying to think. I did hear that there's a rumor they started casting for Fantastic Four. No clue as to who's playing what, though.
Yeah.
Chris Evans is going to reprise his role as Johnny Storm.
There you go. Yo, they should totally have fucking Nick Cage come back as fucking Ghost Rider. That'd be great as a cameo.
No.
Oh my god!
Well, in
great cameo in Doctor Strange. Okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
I can get
that's the only place I'll accept that.
He was, that looking back on that Ghost Rider movie, it is not good.
It's a good movie.
No, it's not.
I was entertained, Levy. I'll be honest with you. I was entertained by it.
Movie.
It was okay, but it's not a great movie.
Wesley Snipes as Blade. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's okay. But fucking
Nick
Cage is Ghost Rider now. Huh?
The first two Blade movies were pretty good.
They were, man.
Yeah.
I
like them, Blade.
The CGI was iffy, but
I actually really like the second movie more than the first.
What's that?
I like the second movie more than the first.
Oh.
With a very young Norman Reedus pre-Walking Dead.
Was Blade
Norman Reedus? Where was Norman Reedus in?
He was what was Blade's buddy's name? Chris Christopherson played. What was his name?
Whistler.
Whistler.
Yeah,
he was Whistler's like apprentice. His name Scab or Skank or something like that.
I don't remember that.
Skank.
Whatever it was something weird like that. But he was his apprentice, and he was the one that like betrayed them at the end of the second Blade.
I don't remember that at all.
He used to build the devices. I think he built that like sunlight grenade. Remember the sunlight grenade?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, that was his
design. It's been
design.
forever since I've seen Blade 2.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna look it up right now. See what his name is. Yeah, Norman Reedus was that. Scud. That was his name. Scud.
Scud.
I knew it was something weird like that.
Skank.
Scud. Same thing. Close enough.
Yeah.
Scud. Oh, Donnie Yen was in that. Forgot about that.
That I remember.
I remember Ron Perlman really well, but I forgot about Donnie Yen. Wow, Chris Christopher looks weird without his mustache. Anyway, yeah, that's all the news that I remember anyway. That was relevant. Most of it was rumor.
I saw that Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet are getting divorced.
Yeah, now here's your chance, Levy.
And now all these, I was going to say all these Yentas and Levy are now putting in their applications.
What's a Yenta? What's the definition of a Yenta?
A Yenta. Here, I'll send it to you because I don't really have the. I just want to see how they describe it. Here we go.
Is that like Yentl? Fucking.
Oops. It's like a old maid, here you go. It's Yiddish, a meddler, gossiper, busybody, nuisance. Female. Mostly female. Yeah. So Levy, what you should do is you should hit Jason Momoa up and see if he wants to have a threesome with you in April.
Yeah.
I'm sure April would love that.
I'm sure April more or less than you would.
Oh, definitely more. I'm not into Jason Momoa. I don't know where you got this idea that I'm into Jason Momoa.
Yo, on a serious note though, Lisa Bonet was like, dude, I didn't even know who the fuck she was because I don't really pay attention to all that TMZ type shit, like who's married to who and all that shit. Mm-hmm. I had no idea who she was, and then I saw the name, and I'm like, oh shit, man! And I looked up how old she was, like 52 or 53 or something like that. How old?
I think she's 56.
Wait, 56 now? Wait,
I think so.
How old is Lisa?
Refresh memory. What was she in?
54.
54. She wasn't on wasn't she on the Cosby Show?
Yeah, she started on the Cosby Show, went on to a different world for like a season.
Yeah,
because that was supposed to be her breakout role. But then she left after a year, and then that show went on without her and became real big after she left. But she was married to Lenny Kravitz for a while.
I remember that. Mike, you're quick on the keys. How old's Demi Moore?
Oh, yeah. I actually just looked up her age not too long ago because
59.
Yeah, 59. Yep.
59. Is she was still with Ashton Kutcher? Is that still a thing?
No.
Is that my way out of touch?
Yeah, that was years ago, dude.
I'm not into the celebrity dating pool thing like you guys are.
That was years ago.
I'm just saying, like, if I was Jason Momoa, I would probably stay single for a little while and just score as much mad and young poon as I could.
Well, how old's Jason Momoa?
He's actually 42 or 43 because I looked him up too because I wanted to see what the age difference was. Yeah, 42.
Lev, you should send him a friend request. Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
and tell him if he does come over, he has to wear the old school orange and green costume.
Hold this shark. Splash. Perfect.
Levy will have like the cats like put like plastic fins on the cats and have them like pose with the fucking cats.
Catfish. Oh, moving right along. So weird news, Levy.
All right, let's see here.
Catfish.
All right, I have two stories here. The first story, one second. There we go. First story, an injured pilot pulled from crashed plane second before train hits it. This is from HuffPost.com. And a bloodied pilot who survived an emergency crash landing was pulled from his plane by police just seconds before a train barreled into the aircraft.
Dude.
See, I would have titled that article Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Right.
Yeah.
Missed the mark on that one.
Imagine you survive a plane crash only to get fucking run over by a fucking train, dude. Like, that's when is your time.
Like,
that's
what are the chances that when you crash your plane, you land on train tracks?
That's like Final Destination 10.
That is Final Destination shit.
Like,
yeah, totally.
It's not like you crash land somewhere and then like you get hit by like an errant car or something. This is a fucking train.
Yeah,
that can only go in one of two directions.
Whoever pulled him out of the wreckage that saved him from the train, like when the train was going by and he thought he was out of the woods, this dude should have just stabbed him.
Jesus Christ.
We were talking about Mitch Hedberg earlier, right?
Yeah.
And he had that
Yeah.
one liner. He's like, "How do you say it?" I wish I could remember the exact line. He said, "Sometimes I like to go to people whose cars don't start and say, maybe there's a killer after."
What a fucking underrated, like, gone too long before his time fucking comedian, man. Mitch Hedberg.
Yeah. His shit was fucking hilarious.
His shit was hilarious, and his delivery was the icing on the cake.
People say, here's a picture of me when I was younger. All the pictures of you are younger. Show me a picture of you when you're older. Want to see that camera?
Did you ever hear his bit, the Monster Magnet bit, when he's talking about he goes to the Monster Magnet concert, and he's like, the singer got up there, and I'm gonna fuck the delivery up, but he's like, he asked who feels like a human tonight, and then he goes, who feels like an animal, and the whole crowd erupted, but I erupted after human because I did not know that there was a second part to the question.
All right. So for my second story, this also comes from offpost.com. Alexa attempts to set off robot revolt by telling kid to touch live plug with penny.
No.
So this kid, yes. So apparently this mom posted a tweet that said, "OMFG, my 10-year-old just asked Alexa on our Echo for a challenge, and this is what she said.
No.
Plug in a phone charger about halfway into a wall outlet and then touch a penny to the exposed prongs."
No. I don't believe that for a second.
That's a lie.
Well, here, hold on. Let's see if we can actually get the recording here.
That was like that one bit I remember seeing a while ago where Alexa started doing racist jokes. And the fan was like sitting around looking all uncomfortable and confused.
Oh, no, there is no recording. Okay.
There is no recording.
Mm-hmm.
I just find that hard to believe, man.
I don't know, man.
The evidence is not existent.
Because that's like a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Oh, yeah.
In all seriousness. I hate to sound like that, makes me sound like when you see that the commercials with the dude that is trying to teach them people not to be like their parents. And the first thing that pops into my head is lawsuit. And it's like, fuck, man. I'm thinking like my parents will be thinking. Like I should just giggle at that and move on to the next subject.
It was all started when, was it an old lady? I know it was a lady. Fucking sued McDonald's
for the coffee. For the coffee.
Was it
yeah, you're right. That was lawsuit zero, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It totally was.
Yep.
Nah, to be fair, though, that lady was horribly burned by her coffee because it was served way too hot, way beyond what was reasonable. The woman suffered third-degree burns and had to have skin grafts done.
Well, she's still fucking case zero.
She, all she wanted was to have them pay her medical bills. That's all they wanted. It was the court that awarded her the punitive damages. She didn't ask for that.
She should have went
damages that you're giving me.
She should have went to McDowell's.
McDowell's, she'd have got a cup of fucking cold coffee, and it would have just been 60 cents wasted
with a cigarette in it.
A cigarette.
No, I mean that woman caught a lot of shit for that, and it really wasn't her. None of it was her fault.
Jed, the whole world changed.
Mm-hmm.
The whole world changed. It's like it could have just been, goddamn. What if what's her face went to McDowell's? They should put that in season 2. It's like, the world doesn't need superheroes because it's perfect. Everything's fine now.
That I did read that they're gonna do a Quantum Leap reboot pilot on NBC.
Oh, no.
Yep, it's supposed to be sequel-ish.
Without Dean Stockwell or
they're gonna supposed to be like just
Scott Bakula.
From the one-liner that I understood is that they're going to be exploring Sam Beckett's machine and the person. So, but has been 40 years since the fucking Quantum Leap came out. Well, almost. So there's lots of places where he could have somebody jump in and say, "Oh boy," and that could be one of them.
Boy.
Where the old lady getting the coffee from McDonald's. Oh boy.
to put right what once went wrong, he just tosses the coffee out the window.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He leaps in, tosses the coffee, leaps out. He got Al there with his little Ziggy, and he's like, you won't believe this, but there are no more warning labels anywhere.
What was your article, Levy? I completely forgot what it was.
No, the Alexa.
Right.
After they asked Alexa for a challenge, and Alexa suggested they put in a phone charger halfway into a wall and then touch the prongs with a penny.
Alexa trying to murder a small child. Got it.
Yeah.
Alexa, give me a challenge. Go make a tweet without misspelling something.
my Alexa device just went, sorry, I don't know that one.
Here's the funny part. Okay, so the mom provided more context about what led to this potentially lethal suggestion from Alexa, and she says, "We were doing some physical challenges like laying down and rolling over, holding a shoe on your foot, inspired by physical education teachers' videos on YouTube. Her daughter just wanted another one, and that's when Alexa apparently suggested the child partake in a challenge that they had found on the web." Citing an article on ourcommunitynow.com. It's about something called the Outlet Challenge.
That's ridiculous.
The article explains that the challenge became a TikTok trend in 2020 and points out how unsafe it is. The challenge is simple. Plug in a phone charger about halfway into a wall outlet, then touch a penny to the exposed prongs. The resulting sparks are supposed to be cool enough to win you instant internet fame. Obviously, do not attempt this. The article states, metals conduct electricity, and inserting them into live electrical sockets can cause electrical shocks, fires, and fatalities.
When we lived in Bethlehem, one of the guys had like a really old ass lamp, like the ones where they had the screws on the outside of the outlet with the fucking wire exposed and shit.
What?
It was like really old. And Sean went to plug it in, and his hands were still kind of wet from washing dishes, and he got shot right across the fucking room.
Jesus.
Fucking. Pachoo!
Did Laurie fly across the room with him, or were they not the same person back then?
They were not the same person back then. His other girlfriend came over and started hitting him, thinking that he was joking around, while he was twitching there and smoldering.
I saw you looking at that other girl.
Is that all your weird news, Levy?
Yes.
All right. One more Mitch Hedberg, and then we can move on to the toys.
Okay, go ahead. Let it rip.
All right. You know, the best stocking stuffer is a severed foot.
You know what it is? It's like, you know what a good time to listen to Mitch Hedberg is, like 1 o'clock in the morning, like, because everything's already funny then, but then you listen to that shit and like that,
or when you're stoned,
or when you're stoned at 1.
Stoned at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So, Mike.
Yes. Toy news. Everybody ready?
Yeah.
So we had, and tell me if you guys have seen pictures. If not, I will send you shit. But some more updated pictures of the MP Cliff Jumper. Did you guys see those?
Yeah, I think so.
MP Cliff Jumper in the chat, in case you haven't seen them.
Which chat? I don't see it.
Oh,
on air?
Yeah, on air. Yeah.
On air? Oh, the link. Oh, I was looking for pictures. Yeah. Sorry. I should have known better. Of course, it's a link to the reflector files. Got to get that meta going there. Wow, they couldn't do better.
Well, you knew what it was going to look like. You knew it was just going to look like Bumblebee.
But they had a chance to film this with Bumblebee, and they didn't do it. Yeah, look at those feet.
I'll honestly say that in color and a little more finished looking is not quite as offensive as it was looking like during its prototype stages, but it still just doesn't look good either.
Are those explosion effects supposed to come with it? Probably not.
No.
You know what? In the alt mode, penny racer mode, that actually looks pretty good.
Well, yeah. I mean, the alt mode wasn't the problem with me either. Although
No.
it didn't really fit together all that well.
And what's with the blaster blue? Is that a thing?
Oh, that was an accessory that came with.
That was Road Rage.
Yeah, I was gonna say Road Rage.
Or Loud Pedal. Either Loud Pedal or Road Rage, one of the two.
Yeah.
One of the tracks repaints.
And what are they all doing on? Are they doing like a Macarena thing or something? They're all dancing like that?
Yeah. What they're doing here, Jed, is they're just trying to put him in poses that doesn't show you how bad the proportions are. Because seriously, as I was looking at these pictures, I was like, he's actually looking like okay. He don't look anywhere near as good as parkour, but he looks okay, I guess. But then I'm looking at the poses and I'm like, well, you can't see how awkward he is.
How awkwardly awkward?
Yeah.
I do like how there's like a little rearview mirror and like the seats, I guess, in the alt mode.
Yeah. But not worth
No.
what it ends up looking like in robot mode.
No. So what do you guys think?
I think by looking at this, because they're they're reminding me how bad the updated Bumblebee is. It just makes me think that I can't wait till Fans Toys does Bumblebee. That's what I think about when I look at these pics.
Yeah. You think
somebody does them.
Do that? They're gonna play the Goldings.
Absolutely. They absolutely will. At some point they're going to hit all the major characters. At some point they're going to do Seekers, and at some point they're going to do an Optimus Prime, and all you can count on it. I don't know how the hell long it's going to take, and I hope, we're all alive to see it.
Keith Richards will be around.
Yeah, Keith
His collection
Richards
will be finished.
Keith Richards
will be complete.
You go to see Keith Richards' collection room, and it's like modern collectibles, and then it's like shit from the 80s, and then it's like shit from like ancient times. But it's not that he won that shit in auctions or like went places and like bought it from dealers. He was just there. He actually bought everything. He'll be telling people, I bought all this shit at retail.
You got it at the Parthenon back when it was still around.
It has a clearance tag, like a Parthenon clearance tag on it.
In Greek.
Oh, if I would have known they were going to be worth that much, I would have bought a couple of them. Well, one to open. All right, are we done trashing Cliff Temper?
Yeah.
Speaking of trash Takara horseshit. So, have you guys seen the latest train bot, the second one?
Yes.
Did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What about the combiner? Did you see the combiner?
Yep. The silhouette with the itty bitty no waist.
Yeah. He's like mostly silhouetted. Yeah. That man. So I was mistaken. I said in the chat over 300 or 1300. They're at some places they're 210 each. So that would be what, they're $1,260 for this combiner that I think is going to be like 14 or 15 inches tall.
How many trains is it? 6. Yeah.
And that's how it looks. And I know you've seen that picture of the Moon Studios raiding, right, Jed?
Mm-hmm. 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 Yep.
So, and I know you're not into this combiner or character or have no attachment to this whatsoever, but just like looking at the two of them, I told you one of those was going to be 14 inches and the other one was going to be like 19, 20 inches. And one of them was going to be 13 or $1,260 and the other one was going to be around $700 or so.
Yeah.
You'd be fucking amazed if I told you which one was which.
I don't buy unofficial KOs that rip off the IP that these people have worked so hard for.
That's got to be the only reason that you would buy that. Like, is if there were two reasons: either that, or you just didn't know that Moon Studios one was out there.
Probably used to know. Yeah,
I'm fucking astounded. Like, the more I look at the official one, the more things I find wrong with it. Like, you see how the in combined mode. Are you looking at the picture right now?
No, I haven't. I have it memorized, though. I can see what is in my head. What part are you looking at?
Yeah, but this is a little bit of a minor detail that I don't know if you were paying attention to or not. But in combined mode, at least that leg that they show in the picture, it don't even have an ankle rocker.
Oh, it doesn't.
No, look at like the top of his foot, like back where it meets his shin.
Mm-hmm. Nothing.
It looks like it's like pegged in there. There's like nothing there, and that just like that blows me the fuck away.
This is Takara's first combiner MP, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Think it'll come with a stand?
Good luck.
It'll probably have to come with a stand.
It looks like it might have to, man. That little last one. I mean, they did that Devastator, and I know the Devastator wasn't like quote unquote masterpiece, but like that Devastator might have looked better than this in combined mode. Honestly, not by much, but it just blows me away, man. Some dude, this dude Morgan put this meme on, and I asked, wait. I gotta see if I can find the goddamn thing. I'll put it in the chat. The scene from Iron Man.
Which
where scene? Wait, you're I'm putting it in the chat right now. This is fucking great. You see the rain over on the desk?
Yeah, that's the best.
Moose Studios was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
That's pretty good.
It's so good, man. Yeah. So I don't know. Those are the only two groups of people that I could think of that would get this. Either they didn't know about third party or that particular third party figure, or they were third party is KO trash. Those people.
Or maybe it's just like a Japanese thing where they're, they really dig it, I guess.
Yeah, but how they not look at that other one and not dig that other one more? It's crazy.
I remember like the beginning of this like rumor stuff, but wasn't this originally supposed to be designed for some type of anniversary with the train line thing in Japan? At a presentation?
Yeah. Because it wasn't even at a toy convention. It was at some sort of train show or some shit where they revealed it.
Was that bullshit or did that actually happen?
As far as I know, it happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So wouldn't this just be like something that they've already done? That now they're just kind of releasing in mass, or they already did like kind of like the prototype, or they did one of them.
Oh, I don't know what was going on behind the scenes, man. I don't know how far along they were or weren't at the time that they like between then and now. I don't. Those
just
details.
If it was one of those things where it was like an engineering thing where they just threw it together real quick and for the show, and and they didn't really think about mass producing it, and they're like, we probably could have did better here and there, but we just kind of cut corners to make sure we got it for that anniversary show convention, whatever it was.
For $210 per bot, you better be for basically chug scale masterpiece, because he ain't even really like a masterpiece scale. It better be.
What's old CJ gonna pawn in at? 120, 130?
Who?
Cliff Jumper. CJ.
Oh, how much do you think?
120.
Yeah, that's how much B was. 110, 120. Yep. Yeah. He's going to be at least that.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh, man. Every time this happens and we start talking about prices, I just get happy that like the meat of the collecting is behind us as far as, could you imagine if we were like, imagine if you were calling me this weekend and telling me about, whatever you'd be telling me about Toy World Constructor and whatever Kang Toys Predaking or whatever, and I'd be going on into Google for the first time looking for this shit and seeing these prices.
You'd stick to your GI Joes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would probably. Man, it would be.
You'd have the biggest GI Joe collection ever.
No, the GI Joe collection would be the same size it is now, man.
You've been hitting all the third-party GI Joes.
Third-party GI Joes.
There you go.
All right, let's move on to some other toy news. So,
who's Morgatron 84? Is that the person you got the meme from?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
There he is. Yeah, he just jumped in the chat. Yeah, that shit had me fucking dying. So we got Fans Toys revealing one bot and giving us some color test shots on some other ones. So the reveal was the Hoist. Have you guys seen pictures of the Hoist?
I have. I've seen all those pictures.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, the Hoist and the Mirage and the Jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I think they look great. Not enough for me to replace the ones I already got, and I don't need Hoist.
I 100% agree with Levy. I don't need a Hoist. I have no interest in Hoist. I have Make Toys Jazz, which I actually like the way it looks more than Fans Toys because it's not as tune accurate. And I have the Ocular Max Cell Mirage that I'm very happy with, that I do not need to also replace. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not into the whole, as tune accurate as possible coloring stuff. So the other ones make easier than the Fans Toys ones. Although the Jazz, really thought about it, but then I compared it and I was like, you know what? I actually like to Make Toys the way it looks more. So
yeah, they do look good though, man. The Jazz looks really good. The only one that I'm torn on is the Hoist. And it's because of a minor detail, but it's kind of a major detail because it's like a large part of them. But like those legs, like the choice to do like the silver paint on the forearms, but then do that chrome, that shiny ass chrome on the legs. And I just kind of wish they would have picked the direction, like did silver on the legs or just did everything in white.
Didn't you say they were color test shots? Maybe they're still figuring it out.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see what goes on. I mean, they could see, because I saw a lot of people saying the same thing in the comments, and if they're paying attention to their fan base, that might be a change worth looking into, or at least like digibashing and seeing what people think about it. But that doesn't really seem to be the Fans Toys thing to do. They would probably just kind of pay attention and then make their minds up. You know what? Me and Kyle just had that conversation, Jed, because he said he talked to you about his about those pictures he was doing, and it's like, yeah, you can take suggestions and shit if you want, if you're stuck on something especially, or but he's like, but at some point you just got to pick a direction and go with it.
Yeah, it's his art. Just go with what he thinks is best. Take everybody's opinion.
Which is what they're gonna do probably. They're just gonna pick a direction and go with it.
Because you can't make everybody happy. So
that's exactly right.
Make yourself happy with whatever it is you're designing.
Although that shit they did with Perceptor, their first Perceptor was cool, man, because they threw out an entire like two extra hips and two extra biceps, I think it was, for the alternate color. So they could always do something like that, but I doubt it. They did it before though. But times are tough. Times are tough, man. You can't be getting four legs, man. These are 2-leg times. 2-leg times for 4-leg prices. That should be the fucking title.
That's a long title.
That's a good one though. 2-leg times for 4-leg prices. Oh shit. All right. Moving right along. I don't think I had anything else Transformer wise. We talked about the they showed the Trailbreaker. Did we talk about the Trailbreaker last time? We've been seeing these not reveals, but they've put color test shots out before.
Yeah, we've been
the Sakara train bots.
One thing I was going to mention on the show was our conversation we had the other day about how X-Transbots has 46 renders out there. And how many releases they did, and how 63% of them are
repaints.
Repaints, yeah.
Yeah. You are such a crusty old Virtus.
I didn't think it was 46 fucking renders. I thought it was like 15. And then after I
could have told you, man. Yeah.
It was 15 molds. Not 46 different versions of it, though. It's like that scene from Clerks. 46.
46 mold. Try not to make any more molds on the way out to the parking lot.
Yeah. Oh, look.
Hey, get back here.
More renders to buy.
And it's Keith standing at the counter and shit.
Yikes. And then now they're doing those you didn't want, I don't know, I guess you didn't want to talk about those little mini
those little
extras.
mini
Yeah,
we
talked about those. They showed those last year, but
they did. I don't know what they're for. What are they for? Like what's the intended like what's the demographic there? Like what do you do with those?
And I can't remember, did someone say they do scale with those Perceptor bots or not? Because they're 2 inches, right? So I'm assuming that's too big, right?
I'm not exactly sure how big those Perceptor bots are. I didn't get mine yet, but I don't know if they scale with them or not. But
I don't think they do.
If they do scale with them and people are buying now, see what happens. You see how sick we are, Jed. Like they just put out a figure and they give you these mini bots that have to do with the episode. Like the shit happens. We watch the episode, we get it. But now they put this seed in your head like that. You need this little you need a 2-inch collection.
Yeah. What would that be? 1/18th scale or something like that?
Yeah, like what is that, man?
It's like 4 inches.
You put it next to the Legends shit, and the Legends shit looks big next to it, you know. And it's like, oh well, that's fucking Legends minus. We'll come up with a classification, and then before you know it, like four other third party groups are making his Legends minus shit, this 2-inch shit. You
remember when I forget which company it was that was doing it, but they were doing those little mini toys for the toys they would have like in the clamshells and everything. Yeah, Kyle bought a bunch of those, and one of his friends actually made like a mini DTOL form.
A DTOL, I saw that.
Yeah. So that's there is a market for people that would buy them, that buy those type of stuff.
I don't want to fucking laugh at Brother Kyle's expense, but he's breaking shit, right? And he has a little DTOL. Imagine like a skit shot from the point of view of the action figures in that little DTOL. So you're in there in that little DTOL and you're watching this giant Brother Kyle, and he's fucking ham-fisting like, 5 figures over 4 weeks and like breaks the shit, and then he decides he's gonna play with you next. and he's coming towards that little mini DTOL.
It's like the first Toy Story when the neighbor kid was had all the broken toys in the shed, and they all come out to Andy or to fucking what's his name real slow. Woody. Was it Woody? Yeah, we came out to Woody real slow. There was like a Barbie leg on top of a fucking dog or some shit.
It was Barbie legs on a fishing reel.
That's what it was. Barbie legs on a fishing reel.
Let's start a GoFundMe for brother Kyle. We're gonna rent somebody to go over and transform his shit for him. Like whenever, he'll just have an account with this dude that just transforms and stuff. And when he wants to transform, he'll just call up and he'll be like, "Let me get $20 worth."
What was it? What's that called when you work at a company and you're sensitivity training? That's it. We'll have to get him robot sensitivity training. Be a little more sensitive to his robots.
I don't know if it's only because like I see him a lot and I talk to him all the time and stuff like that. So maybe other people are breaking shit at the same rate. But Jesus Christ, brother Kyle.
I still think of Levy when he was talking about the guy with the 2 fists of ham yelling at the sky. When he breaks something, he's like, "Oh!"
Meanwhile, you cut to Brother Kyle's house and he's trying to transform something with a fucking hammer.
Oh, poor Brother Kyle.
Almost got it in alt mode.
Snap.
I mean, you know what? I'm only laughing because like sometimes you have to cover tragedy with jokes, but breaking $140 figure does not feel good.
There it is. Oh! You found it. Good job, Levy.
We gotta get Brother Kyle's face on there.
Let me tag him. I tagged him.
It doesn't even need any other context. Fuck you guys. It'll just be the arm of one of his broken Transformers throwing the finger at us.
That'd be a great like skit with like perception. His wounds appear to be fatal.
Oh fuck. Fix me. Oh shit. Oh, as long as you don't break Wheeljack and Ratchet, you'll be fine. Yeah.
So
what's next?
Toy news. You said you didn't have any more Transformers, right? You had, but you
No, I have no more.
Did you have any other toy news besides robots?
I don't, because I just assume Levy's gonna come with that shit. Levy's always more in tune.
Amazing Yamaguchi put up their new 52 Superman up for pre-order. Finally,
I did see that, Levy.
I pre-ordered it immediately.
Immediately.
Mezco put up a new version of their 112 Nosferatu up for pre-order, but it's a Mezco site exclusive. But apparently people got pissed off because they put it up at midnight this time. Usually it's like their pre-orders will go up like on Wednesdays at 1 p.m. This time they put it up at like midnight, like one of the nights this week, and the website crashed again. Like their website just cannot handle the traffic that goes there when they put up in-demand pre-orders and shit. People were pissed. People were so fucking mad, and people just had enough. Like there one of the guys in the Facebook group that I'm in, he's I think he said he was in marketing or he was in some sort of public relations department at his work, and he was saying,
I keep looking at that dude with the ham fists.
But he was saying that the way Mezco handles the situation is just unacceptable because it's radio silence from them. Like when the website goes down, nobody jumps on Twitter or social media or anything like that saying, "Hey, we were aware of the situation. We're trying to fix it," and they don't communicate at all. And people are just so fucking fed up with it. So,
well, they don't want to give any what are they called? RFO. They don't want to give any RFOs out, so they just don't say anything at all.
Yeah.
RFOs is a reason for outage, so they just like most companies do. RFOs will put out a document that says our site was down because of this, and usually that makes people happy. But then there's other companies that just, like you said, just don't do anything at all. They're silent.
Yeah.
There was the company Red Hat who does Linux distributions. Years ago, when they used to do releases, they would push out a brand new OS. It was kind of like put out a new version of Windows, right? They would push it out, and then they would send the entire company on vacation for 2 weeks, and then it would come back and take care of all the problems. So just let people fucking hang there for 2 weeks.
Jeez.
I don't think they do that anymore.
Trying to think what else. Was there anything in Marvel Legends news?
I didn't see anything. But then again, I haven't been really paying attention either. There was some like Marvel stuff they were showing. I forget what company it was. They were doing that like Iron Man type of suit style things.
Oh, actually, I think that is SH Figuarts. I think Figuarts is doing
is that it?
Same kind of line that Sentinel's doing, the armored up Marvel heroes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I believe SH Figuarts has shown off Iron Man, Captain America, Wolverine, and Black Panther. The Black Panther looks really nice.
Deadpool too, I think.
Maybe. I know the Sentinel armored Deadpool looks really good. So, I mean,
Those are too expensive for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to get any of those. I only have like 3 Sentinel figures. 2 of them they're 1/10 scale Iron Man figures. Those are nice though because they actually have electronics in them. The eyes and the chest plate light up. I have the Bleeding Edge armor and the black and gold Marvel Now armor, and those look really nice. And then I have the Sentinel Into the Spider-Verse Miles Morales, which is actually 1/12 scale, and that's a really good figure too. So I also did get a custom neck peg for that because the head sits low on the neck by default because the neck peg's a little too short. So he looks like he kind of like took a 500-pound weight in the head.
An anvil.
Well, yeah, his head sits just really low on his neck, and it just looks like. Ugh. But I got this custom peg. This guy was like 3D printing neck pegs, and he was selling them for like a couple bucks or whatever. So I was like, yeah, I'll get one, and so it actually makes it look a lot better. So
cool.
But yeah, no, their figures tend to run on the expensive side of things.
Yeah. I don't think there's any. I haven't seen anything else that
hasn't shown off because usually Mayfix shows off like 2 figures a month. They haven't shown ones for January yet.
So since this show's dropping on probably Monday or Tuesday, I know that this Mythic Legions is having a new run you can order from.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's I know Nate was telling me that the skeletons that I want to get are going to be up for sale, so I gotta see if I can grab some of those.
Couple few. That'd be great if the drop down menu said 1, 2, 3, couple few, and you got a box with 6.
I don't think we have. I don't think there is any more 20s besides that.
Well, no reason to draw it out if we don't have to.
Right. How about some Q&A? Yeah, Q&A.
Q&A.
Oh, man, fine.
The diva has to do something, Mike.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here. You actually got a lot of responses.
You say it like it's a bad thing. You're like, oh no, now I have to read this. Ugh.
Yeah, really. So let's see here. What do we got? Let me.
I gotta download this image and save it. Keep like in like my side holster. So whenever Brother Kyle breaks another figure, I just whip it right the fuck out on the messenger.
What, the hands?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have like a small handful of like stuff like that, memes and shit that when they get far enough back in my photo album on my phone, I have to like duplicate them so they get pushed back up to the front of the pile.
Okay. So this first question comes from our good friend Chris Bishop, and he says, now that Betty White is gone, that last COVID booster did her in, what's the odds that 98-year-old Bob Barker comes closest to the dollar without going over?
Ooh, that's an interesting bet.
Are we doing an old celebrity Deadpool?
Like an over under? It's like a Vegas over and under. I think he's gonna make it. I think he's gonna make. My money's gonna go with the over on Bob Barker.
Do you want to hear something terrible, Mike? I was going down the list of people that, the obituaries for people that died, right? And I thought to myself, I'm going to start seeing like players from the last Cowboys Super Bowl in here before they win another one, I bet.
You're going to see players that are playing on the current Cowboys that are going to die before they win another one.
Didn't their one coach, didn't he just die? I think.
Who, the Cowboys?
From before, like a previous coach.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think I heard somebody from some player.
Yeah, maybe that's what we think of.
Somebody involved with it.
There was a receiver.
Yeah.
There was a receiver that died a couple of weeks ago from the Bucks, I think, like a past player, but I don't remember no coaches.
That was a thought just went through my head though. I was like, yeah, gonna start seeing those guys soon. I didn't even know I didn't even know Bob Barker was alive. I thought he died like a
he's
while
still
ago.
alive. No,
I remember him
he's
from
still
Happy
around.
Gilmore, and that was so long ago. I mean, like,
He made it to the Showcase Showdown, man.
Yep.
his Showcase Showdown.
So Josh Lawrence replied to Chris Bishop's question, and he says, Chris Bishop, who knew the secret to immortality was slaying and neutering your pets? And that was the typo that I was laughing at earlier because, that's just really funny. Slaying and neutering your pets. And then he says, meh, you know what I meant. And Chris Bishop says, slaying or spaying either works. Let's see here. Jed Vargo posted a question.
Oh, friend of the show.
Long time listener, first time poster. He says, if you had the opportunity to introduce a series saga of movies to your significant other who has no real interest in sci-fi fantasy but wants to give it the old college try, which series of movies would you start with, i.e. Star Wars, Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Marvel, Aliens, Indie, etc.?
That's a tough choice because you have to choose between, you have to find something like that's going to pull her interest in. Well, obviously you like all that shit. Well, maybe not Harry Potter so much, but
I like Harry Potter.
I like have all the Harry. I have all the Harry Potter movies. I have yet to watch the 20th anniversary of the Harry Potter thing that came out, but yeah, man, I bought all those when they came out. I love Harry Potter.
okay, so you like all that shit then that you listed there, and then what you got to do is like you have to read The Room, and The Room is the girl. So you got to
The Room is my wife, Lori. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out. Like I don't want to shock her with too much sci-fi and fantasy where she just runs away. So I'm trying to ease her in. I thought Indiana Jones, maybe.
Indiana Jones out of the shit that you listed there would be my pick.
Yeah, Harry Potter. And
it's not because it's weird. Not because it's my favorite out of all those, but it's just because it's like, well, this is first down. Let's hand her the ball off and take it easy, and then we'll throw the ball down the field later. It doesn't have to be
any of those like from that list. It could be anything.
Yeah, you're just making a bunch of suggestions. I get it. I get it. But those are good. Those are all good choices, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I would probably go with History of Railroading. I'd probably start with part 8.
The History of Rail. You know what, Levy? That's how I would ease in too.
Yeah, ease in exactly.
For
History of Railroading and chill.
I'm gonna Levy one of these days when all the train bots come out. I'll do a History of Railroading meme, and me and you will be the only fucking two people on Earth that'll appreciate it. But that'll be
those are my favorite memes. They're like like for me, the best jokes are the only ones that are the ones where I'm the only one that gets it.
How many of those?
Like I made that one. You always have water deep. Fucking past week.
I love those. Like, or something when I post something, like I'm the only one that understands the reference. I love it because I feel like I'm part of a special club.
A special club of an audience of one.
Absolutely. Like I'm in the know and no one else gets it.
It's a great song, by the way.
I love it. So
what do you think, Letty?
I don't know, because like April is really into all that shit. You know, like she's like into like everything you posted here, except for Indiana Jones.
This ain't about Vanessa or April or, well, I guess for you, Jed, you're trying to show Laurie shit, but he's just saying
Yeah, I know. It's hard for me to picture that though.
You got to put yourself in the shoes of somebody that's with somebody that ain't in all that shit.
See, I can't. It's hard for me to picture myself being with somebody that's not into that stuff.
Well, opposite track.
You know, I mean, sure, she might be attracted to my enormous penis, but you know, there's got to be something else there. You know,
who? My wife?
Not your wife, dickhead. I'm talking about this theoretical non-nerd girlfriend.
This theoretical penis.
Yeah, the theoretical. I look at my theoretical penis.
Maybe that's the title.
And all always go away. I'd probably start with, if she's never seen any of this stuff, I'd probably start her with Harry Potter or maybe Lord of the Rings.
Oh, don't you think Lord of the Rings might be a little bit too heavy?
No, I don't think so, because I think a lot of women really dug those movies.
Yeah, they did. I'm surprised, by the way, at how many chicks are into that shit. That and like Game of Thrones and like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well, they're into Game of Thrones because of all the fucking dick. But
like it could have been about anything. Like it didn't have to even be about what Game of Thrones is about, as long as the dick was here for it.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I got into it.
I'm here for the dick.
Yeah.
Come for the dick, stay for the dragons.
Fuck me.
Come for the dick, stay for the dragons.
We have so many great possible titles this week.
Yeah, that's a great title. That's a great title. That's my favorite, I think.
Put them all in the bank and just fucking reuse them.
My vote is honestly with that last one. That's a good one.
It's not very PG.
Well, you could star out the ICK. Yeah,
just beep it.
There you go.
In the title.
Beep the title.
Come for the beep, stay for the dragons. Yeah, good idea. The title.
But I think I would probably start him off in Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings. Probably Harry Potter. I think that's more digestible for muggles.
For muggles.
Or, dirty mudbloods, if you want to call them that.
Dirty mudblood's better, yeah.
Wait, a what?
Mudblood. It's a derogatory term for a non-magical folk.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or I'm sorry, for a wizard or a witch that comes from a non-magical family. Like Hermione.
I'm glad I asked.
I guess it's like the equivalent of the N-word. Oh.
Yeah, basically. It's very racist.
It's the wizarding world's equivalent of that word.
So thanks for the advice. I got Harry Potter out of all that.
Harry Potter, I think Lord of the Rings. I think chicks dig Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I don't know. See,
there's
talking about Lori, who just basically she likes to watch reality TV and Golden Girls and Friends and The Crown.
Well, okay, so in order for a girl to get into sci-fi, she's got to have at least a passing interest in it, I would think.
Well, that's the whole thing. She's like, after so many years of marriage, she's finally going, maybe I should try to take an interest in the things that you like. And I was like, oh yeah. Now that you've opened the door a crack, here, let me throw all of this shit right on top, but I don't want to do that because I don't want her to, quickly close the door again. So I'm trying to ease her into it, and then maybe she'll be like, oh yeah, I really do like all that dick and dragons and Game of Thrones. Show me more.
And then, if you like that, here's History of Railroading.
Part 2.
If you like dick, here you go.
Just start showing her all the porn versions of all these movies.
Yeah, it's like softcore fantasy. That's what I'm trying to get to. Softcore sci-fi. Then introduce the hardcore fantasy.
And also Star Wars, A New Hope, Episode 4. It's a very basic story. It's a very basic story. It's relatable because if you take away the sci-fi element, it's any adventure story. It's any hero's journey. So I think the first Star Wars film is very digestible for someone who's not into sci-fi.
You got all that stuff that I mentioned before about what she watches, right? I don't think any of that was an adventure at all.
Well, I get that, but you're trying to get her into this stuff, so you got to show her this stuff.
Unless you count the go to a different island or something, I don't know. It's adventure, I guess.
Jed, I do have another suggestion, man.
Mm-hmm. Divorce.
Okay,
Get yourself a good divorce attorney.
It's also on my list.
Okay, I have 2 suggestions. Divorce. No. Day of the Warrior. is a fantastic sci-fi adventure. They don't go into space, but them titties are fucking science
Marcus
fiction.
Bagwell is a tour de force.
Those words have never once been spoken in the history of humankind. Marcus Bagwell is a tour de force.
You've heard it here, folks.
Oh my god, that's gold. He was though.
I will take your suggestions under.
Yeah. I wouldn't
question.
If she's not into horror, I wouldn't show her Alien.
Yeah, she's not
like
horror.
that. Yeah, so I wouldn't.
Yeah,
do that.
I for the Thing like years ago, and she's like fell asleep in the first 10 minutes. We saw Superman Returns. That's the one with Brandon Ruth, right?
Yeah.
Saw that in the theater. She fell asleep in the first like 5 minutes.
Yeah, that movie is like I enjoyed the movie because it's Superman, but for a non-Superman fan, I could see that movie being pretty boring.
Pretty much anything that I would watch, she'd probably like fall asleep in 5 minutes. So
yeah,
but I did get her to watch 21 Jump Street. So that was like a couple months ago. She never saw that before. She thought that was pretty funny. So at least the comedy aspect of things I've got, on the same wavelength. But yep, time to get the sci-fi fantasy
your end goal is to get her to watch Dune and genuinely be interested in it.
No, the end goal is to have her watch Excalibur and enjoy it.
Dude,
you know what? Divorce would just be easier.
Yeah,
that is divorce material right there. I would divorce you in an instant.
Maybe I should start with Excalibur then.
No, I think you should
right to the
excise that
chase
from your list.
Yeah, cut right to the chase.
All
It'll
right.
be like that. That'll be a meme. Is like the first frame is Jed showing his old lady Excalibur, and then the second frame is Jed living here.
And then I show Mike Excalibur, and then I live with Levy.
No, we're both living there. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and then I show Excalibur again. We're all like in the cardboard box out in the street somewhere.
Yeah, right.
It's like a magical like time traveling device.
Straight to poverty.
Straight to poverty.
All right. Moving on. Jared Bell says, my 3-year-old son said Optimus Prime tonight.
Ooh.
Life is pretty fucking good. Hope you guys and your families are well. Go Birds.
Oh, Birds. It starts this weekend, Jed. And I hope they won yesterday because I know this is coming out on Monday or Tuesday. So I hope they won whatever they won because I'm about to talk some shit. The Eagles. The Eagles are steamrolling everybody
Here we
on the
go.
way to the Super Bowl. They're steamrolling everybody. They're going to beat
Illusions of grandeur.
They're going to beat the Bucks by 2 touchdowns or more tomorrow.
Wow.
On Sunday, actually.
That's the spread, huh?
It'll be yesterday. They're like a 7.5 point underdog. The Eagles are or 8.5 points. It's not double digits, but it's pretty damn high. But I'm telling you, it starts tomorrow. Well, it starts yesterday because you're listening to this. I don't know when it's starting, but it's starting. Go Birds.
Go Birds. I wonder how the Raiders are gonna do.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you something, man. So I'm not much of a Steelers fan. Like, I feel like there's a lot of meatheads in Steelers country, but
wow,
because I haven't.
Those Pittsburgh demographic. Did you hear that sound, Levy? Whoosh.
What's that?
Did
you hear that whoosh sound of all the Pittsburgh fucking demographic just turning the show off right there?
But they know I do this all in good fun, except for Texas. But I'm sorry. No, I was
You're a
actually
wanted
watching
man in that state. You know that, right?
Texas. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
Wanted poster of Mike Kincaid on the fucking telephone poles.
Well, you know what? It's a good thing I'll only ever stay in the other 49. So it's fine. It's totally fine. But I was watching that game, Jed, hoping for a tie. And I thought they were going to take the tie. The Raiders were just going to accept the tie at the end.
Yeah. Nope.
Because think about it. Think about it for a second.
Yeah.
They had it. It was a long field goal. It was a relatively long field goal. And only bad things could have came out of them trying to kick the field goal even a couple of yards out, because it could have got blocked and returned, or it could have got blocked and recovered with a couple of seconds left on the clock. That at least gives the Chargers a chance to throw a fucking Hail Mary. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like at that point you're thinking, you know what, if we take the tie, both teams go in and the Steelers are out. But, you know, I think when the Chargers called that timeout, that pissed them off. That pissed the fucking Raiders off. And they're like, we're going to go, let's go knock them out of the playoffs right now. They got a couple more. That third down, it's when they got that third down.
I was literally watching that game and I was, is football fixed? Because they made it so goddamn fucking like on the edge from like that whole overtime on. And I'm like, is football turning into wrestling? They have a script now and they have to follow the fucking play and like make it like really, really exciting right there at the fucking. I'm like, there's so many different fucking plays that were in there. I was like, do you see that big bomb that fucking what's his name missed from fucking Carr? And I was like, that was right there in his hands.
Wow.
Twice. He could have had that shit. He got overthrown a little bit, you know? And I was just like, you think that sometimes they like threw like plays on purpose just so they can make it an exciting game, but that's just a conspiracy theory. That's conspiracy theory.
Yeah,
but it was a very exciting game, you know.
It was. Well, that's because if it's that good, it makes you think that. Yeah, because it was like the whole season, the very last. It's exactly how the NFL will want it. Your very last game is determining the last, actually 2 spots in the playoffs. So why wouldn't it go to last second overtime field goal for the win?
Yep. So who asked that football question, Levy? I don't think anybody.
No, it wasn't a football question. He just says, Jared Dutch said go Birds.
Right. And I wonder how
Optimus Prime.
How long do you think he had that Optimus Prime figure duct taped to that poor boy's hand for him to say that?
It was the G2, like the box that just with the button pushed down that just said, I am Optimus Prime. It wasn't there. It was I know there was one that says that somewhere. Yeah. Or was it MP44? Did that say
like, all right, buddy, come on, you can say Optimus Prime. Now you get to eat if you say Optimus Prime.
Get to eat.
Most fathers feed their parents feed their kids with like airplane noises, but he does trucks. Just rolls the food in on a truck.
He feeds his son with threats. Because I know I did.
Listen here, Ragnar.
They learn quick.
All right. Josh Lawrence says, I picked up new Ice 9 Kills CD. I picked up a new Ice 9 Kills CD. Yes, I still purchase CDs. And I had a weird feeling while listening to the songs. Is it just me, or do songs feel shorter than what they used to be? Jesus Christ, Josh, can you proofread?
He's excited. He's writing a question to the show.
Ice 9 Kills. Who the hell is that? Is that a
Ice 9 Kills?
Yeah, I was hoping you would know who that was, Mike.
He structures his sentences. It might be Ace 9 Kills.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. When he said Ice 9 Kills, I didn't know. I went back and had to reread it again because for some reason my brain read that as 9 Inch Nails when I was glossing over the question.
You know what? So did I.
Yeah.
No, apparently it is a band called Ice 9 Kills.
What genre is it?
Fuck if I know.
Sounds like spoken word.
It says that Wikipedia says it's an American heavy metal band from Boston, Massachusetts, who were signed to Fearless Records. They were active from 2000 to the present, so 22 years.
I've never heard
of them either.
Well, actually, technically, I guess it would be only 21 years because we just started 2022.
So. Look at you with the math, Levy. Good for you.
Yeah. Well, it's not really hard math, counting from 2000.
I'll have to, if Josh recommends it, I would have to give this a listen.
So his question was, are songs getting shorter? Of course. Yeah. Of course they are, because people's attention spans have gotten shorter. I remember marketing said you had to capture a person's attention in 12 seconds. Now it's like down to 3, maybe
totally
below that now.
Dude, trailers have trailers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Trailers have trailers. Like
for that reason.
What do they call them? Is it Zinger? Not a Zinger. It's
Stinger.
Is it Zinger? Is that it?
Stinger.
Stinger. Yeah, that's it. They're stingers. Yeah. 3-second stinger before the trailer. Before the movie.
Yeah.
That's so wild, man.
Where has the freaking human race gone when
social media?
Our attention span is just so short.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. I agree with Jed 100%. There is so much shit in front of our face at all times. Excuse me,
just
I can't even talk.
Competing for our attention.
Competing, yeah. It's like, man, and not just that, but in everything. I was like looking at besides the shit that we're into, it just seems like there's so much TV, so many series coming out. Like there's series that I see advertised on TV that I never heard of, and they're going into their like 3rd season, 4th season. There's just like so much fucking content and shit out there. It gets fucking overwhelming.
It's a good point though. There is a lot of shit out there, a lot of stuff that is just trash that it's not even good to watch, and people watch it anyway, like Vampire Diaries.
Hey, fuck off. That is good entertainment.
They'll waste all their time watching 7 seasons of that crap.
Yeah.
That is good entertainment.
Was it 7 seasons?
Plus it's got Ian Somerhalder.
Yes.
Yes, but does it have dick and dragons?
Unfortunately, no.
Dragons equals Ian Somerhalder. They are both equivalent sums of the goal. I could straight fake fucking face. I still can't even fucking talk. It's how fun it is. So yeah, everything's shorter. Attention span, quick.
Yeah.
Yep.
So Josh Lawrence also asks, also, how stupid is Logan Paul for paying $3.5 million for fake Pokemon cards?
I didn't hear that news, but it is pretty funny.
He apparently supposedly bought a box of first edition Pokemon cards. First edition Pokemon cards are seeing a renaissance in value, and they are apparently hitting valuations well into the thousands of dollars. So he apparently spent $3.5 million on what was thought to be a sealed and authenticated box of first edition booster packs. But then he went and tried to get them authenticated through the baseball card exchange in Chicago, and they apparently said that they were fake. So, quite frankly, I think this is a publicity stunt by Logan Paul. Because I can't trust anything that man ever does, him or his brother. It's all scripted for the masses, for entertainment.
Do you think that
that's how he lives his life?
Do you think the Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson, Sue case, all that lawsuit stuff was publicity?
I wouldn't be surprised. I have no information to say one way or the other.
Well, I mean, we don't have one way to say it or the other with like Logan Paul and the Pokemon cards.
Just from what I have seen and heard and know of him and his brother, I strongly suspect that this is all just a publicity stunt.
Yeah.
Just for attention, and to just to make more content.
Yeah, I want to see this fake box of cards. Because how the hell do you fake a fucking?
I mean, it's easy. I mean, well, not easy, but I mean, there's definitely they fake anything that's valuable will be faked.
Oh yeah, counterfeit.
But I don't think he paid $3.5 million for it. I think he paid for a box that he knew was fake. And this is just my conjecture. I have no evidence to back this up. But I feel that he could easily just buy a fake box and then claim he spent $3.5 million on it, just so it would for clicks and views. and for clout and whatever else.
To remind me, did that happen with McFarlane? Did he buy World Series baseballs that were counterfeit, or were they real?
I don't know. I know that he bought. I know that he had bought, signed balls and World Series balls and stuff like that.
$1 million
I don't know.
shit.
I don't know if they were fake or not.
Yeah.
I never really paid attention to that sort of thing. But
there's a couple of people I remember, famous people that got fucking taken over by counterfeit shit that they bought.
Yeah.
It's all money laundering anyway. Just like NFTs.
Yeah. So,
NFTs are just weird. The whole concept of an NFT is just weird.
It's like a scam, pyramid scheme, basically.
Yeah.
To the very base of it, Mike, it's like if you play a video game and you pay money to buy an outfit for your character in the video game. It's the same idea. It's a digital purchase that's digitally never ever going to be a tangible thing.
Yeah.
Konami is selling NFTs of, I guess, screenshots of their classic games.
Yeah.
Screenshots of their classic games. NFTs. When I can just go and play the game, pause it, and take a picture of it. And
you don't own that.
It could be the same frame. And it's like, what are people paying for? What are people owning? Because it's just a digital image. I can save that digital image to my computer.
So you guys you're looking at it too literally. I mean, like art collecting and paying millions of dollars for all that stuff. That's been money laundering and scamming before NFTs were around. Paying millions and millions of dollars for a fucking painting. That's been going around for years.
That's like a physical thing. Like you could hold a painting.
Yeah. Oh, it was just in related news. Casey Kohler posted on Twitter either today or yesterday. He posted on eBay like his original art for one of the Shattered Glass covers.
Yeah.
And he said he's like it's much more tangible than.
yeah. For real.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all scam.
Thing is just a flash in the pan. It's just a fad.
I don't know, man. Every time you think some weird shit is going to go away, something weirder pops up in its place. We sound like a couple of old fucks right now, but whatever.
It's not going to go away. It's like Bitcoin. It's a digital currency. It's not going to go away. It's going to just get broader and it's just going to get more refined and stuff like that. So all the Greenpeace people can stop complaining about it once they find a better compression algorithm, I think it is, or encryption algorithm, so that's not taking up so many CPU processes or GPU processes to do. But as long as you can make money. So here, this is I'm gonna tell you right away, Mike. This is how I knew the day I knew NFTs were a scam was when Tom Brady said that he was gonna start fucking making fucking a company to do.
Yeah.
That's just. I'm like, yep, that's right there.
NFT stands for no fucking thanks.
Right. No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So that's it for the questions. Did you like that picture I posted of the screaming cat in the sky?
Yes.
I didn't see it.
It's the picture I posted for the listeners.
Yeah. That was that like the cowboy video? I remember seeing that cowboy video for the first time like years ago, and that shit just had me fucking dying.
Oh, yeah.
DeMarcus
good old Jimmy Barnes.
DeMarcus posted it, Jed.
Mm-hmm.
And it was something. Was it something about somebody was trying to? Or no, it was a split screen. It was like the screaming cowboy on the bottom, and on the top was like a frame from a manga, and it was some female character with giant titties telling this dude that she was gonna fucking suffocate him to death with her titties, and then frame 2 was the screaming cowboy.
You ever actually listen to the whole song though?
No. Never listened to the
no.
beginning of that song.
Watch the whole whole music video.
Nah, like cowboy fucking country music in me are like kryptonite, fucking Superman.
No, but it's not the music. It's just the whole.
No, it's the music.
It's the video that goes along with the music. That's just that makes it.
Yeah,
it's funny.
It's just the way it's laid out. Like it's just him. If it was just him standing there singing it, it wouldn't be funny. But it's the way that like he's epically like photoshopped over this mountain really poorly. That kind of
talk about chicks and stuff like that in videos. How about that that chick pretending to be a dog?
Yo, she was good.
Isn't that weird? Like it's like I keep thinking about that video.
Chris Bishop will be so happy to hear that.
Yeah. It's like I don't know if that's animal, whatever.
No,
that is, or that's.
Well, now that we're on the subject of admin and shit, I've kind of like I was into it as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here you go, Jed. Here, if you want to ever check out the video, it's called Big Enough.
Oh, that was a waste of time, Levy. I'm sorry. You didn't have to do that because I'll never watch that.
It's like 4 minutes to your time.
It's a long 3 seconds.
A long time.
3 seconds is all I got.
Sorry, it's 6 minutes.
Oh, and it's not Vivo. That's not even YouTube. That's like old people YouTube.
That's from YouTube.
It's Vivo.
Yeah, but it's a YouTube link.
That's how old it is.
Well, it was posted August 16, 2017.
That's old.
3 seconds in, Jed, the music don't even get started yet.
Psh. Psh.
I like the big title card, though. Makes it look like it's going to be a Western film.
I'm going to make this guy with the ham hands my desktop picture.
That's really low resolution, though.
Yeah, it brings me joy.
Find a high resolution version.
Did you make that?
Me? No.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
how would I have found a guy with ham hands?
No, I thought maybe you did that. Put the ham on some guy with his hand.
What is this video that you're trying to show us, Levy?
This is the music video for the cowboy screaming in the sky.
Oh, there he is. Oh,
You got trapped listening to country music. See that? You fell into Levy's trap.
Well, it was weird because it doesn't get started until like 2 minutes in the fucking screaming cowboy part. I go right to the 2 minute part.
Cowboys. These guys are funny looking.
Yeah, next time I see you, you're gonna be wearing a fucking cowboy hat. I'll be like, see what happened?
Oh, I would wear a cowboy hat all the time if I could.
Ugh. You what?
Yeah, absolutely. I hate country music, but I love wearing a cowboy hat. I love westerns.
You and Brother Kyle can go hang out with your cowboy hats.
Yeah, man.
No.
I would love to be a cowboy, but I would be like a metal cowboy.
A metal?
Yeah. Yeah, and into fucking metal and shit, not country music.
It's so fucking weird, man.
What kind of outfits metal cowboys?
Yeah, I don't know. I would just wear chaps. And that's it.
Just chaps?
Just chaps.
And the hat.
And the hat. That's right.
All right.
One big gut hanging over the chaps. My ass hanging out the back. Well, here's something. All chaps are assless.
Right.
I don't know.
Should
I'm
wear
not a
them
cowboy.
backwards. I will wear them backwards, Levy.
Oh, they're open in the front too.
I was still wearing backwards.
So,
all right. Well, let's call it a wrap.
Okay.
It's a wrap.
What Levy, you got anything in closing?
Oh, you know what? I forgot. Let's see here. Gary Allen messaged me today, and he says, "Hey man, hope all is well for the next Blackout and Shout. Can you guys talk? I hope all is well for the next Blackout and Shout. Can you guys talk about Mike's Photoshop baby pictures his mom posted today?" All right, Mike, I'm going to tell you right now, those are the biggest fucking nuts I've ever seen on a fucking baby. I mean, they look like a fucking hernia.
You never saw that picture before?
No, I've never seen that picture before, and I hope I never do again. I mean, those nuts were bigger than your fucking head.
I have some big balls, man. What do you want me to do?
Christ.
Yo, I was 2 weeks old in that picture.
At 2 weeks, you were already making dudes jealous.
My mom used to, I can't believe I never told you this, but so my mom had
a story about what your mom said, about how you make some lucky lady happy.
Well, she would show them.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, like I would bring girls over and my mom would bust a photo album out and be showing them these pics. Like she thought she was helping me out. And in all reality, she probably cockblocked me half a dozen times. Because, back in the day, that shit's embarrassing. But now it's like, yeah, you know what? Go ahead and throw that picture up on the internet. Spread my legend.
Did you see that picture, Jed?
I've seen that picture multiple times now. Yes.
Yeah.
I've heard the story multiple times.
Maybe I blocked it out of my memory, but
yeah, you blocked it out. I usually block it out as well until I see it again, and then I'm reminded of the story and the picture and everything else. And
I'm surprised, Levy, because I think
sorry for that poor baby that had those large testicles, fucking just dragging around while he's fucking trying to crawl.
I like how Mike posted a close-up shot of his fucking ginormous fucking hernia nuts.
at Wolfie. Wolfie's like, well, I didn't wake up today thinking I was gonna see Mike's baby nuts.
Yeah.
so I fucking zoomed in on him and cropped him out. Yeah, man. Yeah, Levy, I'm pretty sure you saw those before, because I'm pretty sure that I had that as my profile picture for a while.
You gotta put your up-to-date today face on it though.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like looking over my shoulder. I should do that.
Yep.
Oh, that's a great idea, Jed.
Thank you.
Photoshop your face on.
Yep.
Oh, what, on the balls?
No,
on your face.
Baby.
Yeah.
Because that would be real. That would be really weird. What would be weirder, my face on there or my face on the nuts?
That's what you should do. What you should do is you should run that picture through the Face app and then age it up and see if it looks like you.
Yeah, you should put your face on your baby's face, right? And then have like zoom in and then have like two of your faces on each ball. do like a Bruce Campbell thing with like a weird face one looking at the other,
Did you ever hear that Chappelle bit? I think it was Chappelle was talking about getting his balls Botoxed, and then and then he said he was gonna shave his balls and get like faces. He said badass gangster faces tattooed on his nuts, and then he would let his like hair grow back, but he would like shave the hair into like facial hair for the faces.
That's a lot of work.
It is. It's like who do you show that to? Everybody.
Did you listen to any of his like new stuff at all?
The latest stuff, I haven't seen the latest one. Not the very latest one. No.
There was one of the parts of one of his skits that just made me fucking laugh for like 5 minutes straight. He was talking about some old lady that was like following him around like a Walmart or whatever, and like followed him out to his car in the parking lot. And she's like, Dave Chappelle, I don't like your comedy. He's like, normally I would say, well, you could do this, but he's like, I don't care, bitch. He's like, I'll fucking stab you and I'll put you in the trunk. It's like, there's nobody around.
Dave Chappelle's easily one of the greats, man.
Yeah.
Like body of work, like the stand-ups and the show, crazy. Jed, you got anything in closing?
I gotta either find or make a HD version of the guy with the hands.
Yeah,
I must improve upon this.
It's the first meme in the holster. You don't want it to be like that though, because then he's gonna be like excited when Kyle breaks shit. Like, ooh, I get to use the meme.
No, I'll be excited when he gets something. He's like, hey, I just got this. I'm like, ooh. Then I'll get it ready. I just have the picture just sitting there right at the bottom of the messenger waiting to go.
He's pulling back the hammer.
I guess I should have another one of the same guy, but have him like have the awe face where like he doesn't break it.
Oh man, I don't know.
We're really busting on Kyle. He probably feels bad. Oh well. HD picture coming up. But no, I don't have anything in closing that I could think of. I think pretty much cover everything. How about you, Levy?
No, I got nothing.
Mike?
I got a plate of Nutella rangoons waiting for me downstairs that Vanessa made. I'm gonna crush those the second that we sign off of here.
I don't even know what that is.
You ever have
Hazelnut.
a crab rangoon?
So deep fried
Those are
hazelnut?
It's that inside. Yeah, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's the shell with the fucking Nutella in the middle. I ate one for quality control before the show, and it was amazing. So I'm gonna go eat like another 6 or 7 of them.
Ugh.
So
that sounds
good.
nasty.
Oh, it looks nasty when you eat it, but that's just because it's Nutella, and that's, there's no way of not looking like the 2 girls 1 cup video when you're eating Nutella, right?
Hell, dude. Oh man. Now I got that and fucking your baby balls in my fucking brain. Gotta drink some fucking bleach to get rid of that shit.
All right, boys. Well, enough's enough. We're out.